Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. We are here. We are having a fun time, hopefully. Gonna have a damn good time doing some roster reviews, but we decided to go live a little bit early. We're about 10 minutes early for our live stream, but the reason being is because Enoch's kit reveal has happened. And so we're gonna go over it live with you guys instead of making a video right before I go live with you guys. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So welcome, each and every one of you. Arise in Gondolin. The best way to get a roster review is to go to our Discord. The Discord link should be popping up here in just a moment, and our overall way of doing roster reviews can be seen in the pinned message under the roster review section. So go check that out and you will see exactly how we do roster reviews, my friend. Okay. So Captain Enoch, let's give it a read through and then we'll make a video on it just for fun. I could see a CG Beaver happening sometime with these dad jokes. Okay, so Captain Enoch Knock, who's there? Straight fire dad jokes from CG. I've been loving their dad jokes. Okay, so Captain Enoch, dark side alignment category support. So we kind of guessed that, you know, the leader support thing was brought up in Peridia's kit. We got leader and then Imperial Remnant. So still no Imperial Trooper tag. And there's a very specific reason. I glanced at this just barely. And yeah, so we'll kind of hop in and see how it goes. So key attributes. I hate how bright this is. I miss the dark stuff so much. But there is some good news, Yotter. There is some good news. We gotta get the video out before Arnold does. We'll try. What is this acceptable? Change my name back. It's too long. Never. I'm sorry, Trey. It's part of the damn lore at this point. Aatrox, welcome, my friend. Okay, so key attributes: supporting leader who works best alongside other Imperial Remnant characters. We guessed that. Decay effect, which improves the resilience of the Imperial Remnant, but at a cost. Inspiration. Yeah, I mean, we knew that Captain Enoch was coming, period. The moment he hit screen, yeah, 100%. The name Last Command is plays homage to the original Thrawn trilogy. Yep. That was the name of the third book. Die well is what Enoch tells Sabine before sending her out into the wilds of Peridia. Yep. I'm actually going to move this a bit. I feel like it's a little bit in the wrong place. There we go. The original plan for Last Command was to have a handheld holo projector of Thrawn, but the art department said, hold my beer, and gave us an amazing life-size hologram. Heck yeah. Where it makes any side dark mode. You are correct, Yotter. I just haven't bothered to do it. Congratulations, Master Jedi. That's awesome. Okay, so how do I acquire it? It's going to be a marquee character. Yeah, be required Relic 7. We knew that. Does Decay only work on Night Trooper and Death Trooper? No, it'll be anyone with the Imperial Remnant tag. That's I believe it's non-leader, non-droid tag. So it's kind of like, he's like the Iden Versio of the Imperial Remnant faction. It's kind of interesting. I took a brief glance at one of his abilities just because I was curious, and it looked like everything is keyed around Iden Versio, but Imperial Remnant. So I am very, very curious about this. Does Decay reduce max health? No, each second Decay reduces the max amount of the character's health bar that can be recovered. Interesting. Okay, we'll skip this for now and we'll come back to this. We'll come back. Okay, so basic. Die well, exactly what he said to Sabine before sending her out into the Peridia's wilderness. Deal physical damage to target enemy and remove 5% turn meter if the target has blight. Deal damage again. Okay, so here we're already seeing a whole bunch of synergy right here because there's a ton of removal of turn meter stuff that's synergistic inside the Night Trooper and the Peridia, but the problem is they don't remove any turn meter themselves, and if you put them with Night Sisters, the Night Sisters don't really remove turn meter, so the only home we've really had was Moff Gideon, like Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. And so right here we immediately getting this. We'll have Night Trooper being able to call him to assist to be able to cause this to happen, and so like overall we're already seeing a start to activating the Night Trooper and the Dark Trooper Peridia inside, or Death Trooper Peridia inside this kit. So During Captain Enoch's turn, if a target had Blight, Imperial Remnant allies gain critical damage up for 1 turn, reduce the cooldown of last command by 1. Very, very cool. Especially the critical damage up, helping out our Peridia with all of his stacking critical damage stuff that he does, will be increased by 50%. Okay, and then his only other ability, last command, cooldown of 3, so pretty fast. So it looks like he'll be spamming this ability pretty hardcore, because if we're looking at it, it's going to be a cooldown of 3, and so which means it's a cooldown of 2, because every time he uses his basic on his turn, he's going to reduce the cooldown of it. So it's looking pretty solid. Dispel all debuffs on all Imperial Remnant allies. They gain protection up 60% for 2 turns and 20% turn meter, and all enemies with Blight lose 5% turn more loss of turn meters. Allies with Decay gain critical avoidance for 2 turns. Call another random ally with Decay to assist, dealing 40% less damage. Okay, I'm really feeling Iden Versio. Like, this is really feeling like an Iden Versio kind of character. And like calling in Thrawn there with the full hologram is freaking dope. I love that so much. That is freaking dope. Okay. Hey, Sergeant Cooker, welcome. If all allies were Imperial Remnant at the start of the battle, attackers gain advantage for 1 turn. Very nice. Okay. Ominous Sentinel, unique 1. Sentinel. Final text. Captain Enoch gains 75% defense. I'm actually really surprised this Omicron doesn't affect multiple abilities, kind of like we saw with Peridia. I was expecting that to be like a overall theme of this team, but I guess not. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm actually really happy that they did this team this way, because it means I can use this team. Because before I couldn't use this team because like I don't have DTMG, and so I couldn't use these characters for anything. And so finally, Enoch's going to give me a reason to use my Imperial Remnant, even though I don't have DTMG and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, okay, so Ominous Sentinel. Captain Enoch gains 75% defense for each other active Imperial Remnant ally. That's a lot of defense. He's going to be a beefy dude. Makes me wonder if we might have to use true damage to take him out. Whenever an Imperial Remnant ally gains a stack of Decay, they inflict Blight on all enemies, which can't be copied, dispelled, or evaded until the end of the encounter. Okay. Not sure where this is going, but okay. We'll take it. Every year I gain a stack of Decay. Enoch's lead is at the end, Yotter. Enoch's lead is at the end. Yes, he does have a lead. Enemies, excluding Black Legends, have minus 450% crit chance. Why the crit avoidance up here if it reduces it by 450? I guess the crit avoidance does help with Galactic Legends specifically, but like, okay. At the start of each Imperial Remnant's turn, dispel advantage from all enemies, and those enemies lose 25% offense for 2 turns. That's interesting. Are we looking at like another SLKR counter eventually? Because reducing offense by 25% each time they take a turn is crazy. Because that means like you'll end up with like all of the first order having reduced by like 70%. Yeah, I don't know, Yotter. I don't know. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make this play off of each other. So minus 450% crit chance, and then give them the opportunity to dispel advantage. But if you are able to get advantage and then go all in, you're able to do it. But this looks like it might counter SLKR, because you guys got to remember that when you dispel advantage, they regain advantage. And so each time they take a turn, they're going to dispel it, it'll regain. And then all of the supports, which is going to be, you know, Hux, is going to lose out on that overall thing. Although the reduction in turn meter does make it seem like it'll balance it out. So maybe SLKR won't be countered by this. But like, I feel like you could easily kill off Hux by doing this kind of shenanigans. I'm really curious what this is meant to counter. Crit for 2 damage, like DTMG. Yeah. It's got to be a different team in general. So, while in territory battles, Imperial Remnant allies gain 150% max health. That's stacking on top of the stuff that Peridia already gives to his to himself and Night Trooper, which is nice. Whenever Imperial Remnant ally is damaged by an enemy, another Imperial Remnant ally gains 5% turn meter. That's super nice. Okay, and then so you counter Imperial Remnant allies gain protection up. Okay. Whenever Imperial Remnant ally is defeated, they deal true damage to all enemies equal to 30% of their max health, plus an additional 30% per relic amplifier level. Dude, guys, so essentially what this is saying is you kill off Night Trooper and then Peridia insta-kills the entire enemy team. That is literally what this is reading. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, just because there's a counter doesn't mean you're putting your SLKR on defense, and at where you are, your SLKR is still going to be insanely viable, and even as you go up, it's mostly an offensive tool regardless. Okay, leader, Arbiter of Decay. It's just a Zeta. Imperial Remnant allies have 50% crit avoidance. Why? Okay. Hold on, let's open the game. I want to check this. Okay, so Jar Jar. Is there a stat for crit avoidance? Yeah, there it is, 21%. Okay, so if we were to take 21%, let's open up our calculator. So there's a reason they're doing it like this, and it's because it's not as good as people think. So if we were to take 21 and we times it by, you know, 350%, so 3.5, there's your overall. And so it's not actually like 100%. But then if you also, you know, add in another 50% and another 50%, you can basically guarantee any person that is on your team is going to be over that 100% crit avoidance. And so that's what it looks like they're doing. And so, like, if I were to take, you know, someone who has 10% crit avoidance and we times it by that 3.5 and we got 35, and then we times it by 1.5 and times it by 1.5. And so no matter what, we're going to have some really solid crit avoidance on the team. So I think that's what they're doing, is they're trying to stack the crit avoidance, and so that way it'll up even more, because they don't want to give them critical hit immunity for whatever reason. I haven't seen it in the kit yet, but yes, it's quite interesting. Okay, 75% potency and 15% plus 15 speed. Unless it's saying like it's not stacking. If it's not stacking, then yeah. It's just, I don't know. Does advantage guarantee a critical hit, or does it give a 100% critical chance? It critically hits if possible, and so it'll override all of this critical avoidance. Hey Jay, welcome. Trey Jay, you're finally green. Okay, and then so yeah, potency is going to be nice for all that blight and all those cool mechanics we have. 15 speed, always good to have speed. At the start of the battle, if all allies are Imperial Remnant, no other allies are Empire with the leader tag. So that means we can't bring in things such as Moff Gideon. Basically cutting out a lot. Whenever another non-droid Imperial Remnant ally would be reduced to 1% health from a non-critical hit. Okay, so now we're starting to see what's happening here. I don't know how many of you are... how many of you are D&D players? But this is kind of like the undead mechanic. I can't remember the name of the mechanic specifically, but if you reduce the health of a creature who is undead to 0 and you didn't critically hit them, reduce them instead to 1 damage, and then you have to hit them again to be able to finish them off. So it feels kind of like that. So like something like SLKR will have the chance to be able to take them out completely in 1 hit, but everything else that doesn't have advantage. That's why they have the anti-advantage in here. That's why they have all that. So there's a chance that you can do this kind of stuff, but overall, so whenever another non-droid Imperial Remnant ally would be reduced to 1% health from a non-critical hit. If they have less than 9 stacks of Decay, they recover 100% health and protection and gain a stack of Decay until the end of the battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Non-droid Imperial Remnant allies are immune to healing immunity, which is super, super nice. Okay, during his turn, so basically, essentially, we're just going to continually reduce our overall max health that we can get back as we get more stacks of Decay. But if someone critically hits you, aka they use advantage and are actually able to hit you with the advantage, it'll instantly kill the enemy. So it looks like SLKR is not going to be one that you can counter with this. It looks like SLKR will be a direct counter to this team, which, I mean, makes sense. During his turn, wherever he uses Die Well, if an Imperial Remnant ally has less than 3 stacks of Decay, less than 50% health, he deals true damage to them. Wait, so has less than 3 stacks of Decay and less than 50% health. He deals true damage to them equal to 100% of their max health, which can't be evaded. Holy shiz! That's so much damage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. He doesn't kill them, he slowly kills them off. This is gonna be a crazy team outline. Death Proof from MSF. Yeah, similar, but also different, because it's not just a death proof mechanic, because they'll reduce to 1% and then they'll jump back up to 100% health and protection, except now they can only gain back 90%, because Decay, I was literally just guessing this from context from the questions it was asking earlier. 10% health limit per stack, can't health steal. So basically they'll have 100% health and protection. Where's the green at? Hey, Ben Kenobi, everywhere at this point. I'm surprised that Con Warlock doesn't have one. But yeah, so like the character will have 100% health and protection at the start of the battle. You reduce that and try to kill them off, and it's not a critical hit. They'll bounce back up to 90%, and then they'll be at 90% health and 100% protection, and then you'll knock them down, and then they'll bounce back up for another set. And so they'll just keep doing that unless you could manage to get a crit. And then I'm guessing at some point, like, if they have less than 9 stacks, yeah, so once you hit 10 stacks, you instant die. So yeah, it would be 9 stacks. Good luck getting your membership, Con Warlock. Con Warlock can always pay for his own. Hey, Alex RG and Lord Megatron over on Twitch. Welcome, my friends. Gifted 1 membership. Con Warlock. Hey, Thor got one. Thor was here for the entirety of the last set and didn't get one. I was really surprised. Congratulations, Thor. Thank you for the 1 gifted, Ben Kenobi. Okay, so deal true damage. Allies with Decay have another 50% crit avoidance. Okay, so it gets harder to hit them every time they go down. And so it's harder and harder to crit them as time goes on, to the point where advantage will be the only way. No, I can't. I never paid for my own. Oh, fair enough. Make it green. Fair enough. I appreciate it, Ben. So whenever Imperial Remnant ally gains Decay, oh my gosh. Weird. Hold on. Okay. Territory War is gonna get wild. You're not wrong. Okay, hold on, guys. It's time to check this. Imperial Remnant. Is TIE Fighter pilot an attacker? He is. Okay, so the team is meant to be Death Trooper Peridia, Night Trooper, TIE Fighter pilot, and most likely we're looking at Stormtrooper. That's what it looks like, but this doesn't help is the problem. Oh, hold up. They changed the kit. Hold on. Okay. Because this used to be just troopers. I haven't checked this character since the Imperial Remnant came. Because I haven't used this character since I was a wee little chitlin in the game. Stormtrooper gains 40% defense for each living Empire ally, 40% offense for each defeated Empire ally. So that's not going to do anything. While Stormtrooper is active in Imperial Troopers, see, that's not going to help. At the start of the Stormtroopers, Imperial ally gain protection up. Yeah, so he's going to be better on that team. So who's our 5th member? One, so 1, 2, 3 being Enoch, 4 being TIE Fighter pilot. Who's our 5th? You just sent a super chat and disappeared? Yeah, it's not showing up on my side at all. Did you put like a slur in it or something? No, it didn't show up at all, Dope Man. I just checked. Nice. Yeah, GL Thrawn. Yes, I am still Marless. I'm still waiting on a message back. Okay, so here's the thing. DTMG gets DTMG, Moff Gideon, Scout Trooper, Stormtrooper, because it just makes sense to put Stormtrooper there. And then that leaves Death Trooper and then Dark Trooper. And so I guess he's going to get Dark Trooper and we're going to take Death Trooper? Critical hit, Death Trooper. Yeah, I'm going to assume Death Trooper is the 5th. So the reason that I think Death Trooper will be the 5th over Stormtrooper is because, you know, A, he doesn't have the tags. And then we'll put Dark Trooper maybe with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon for now. Yeah, I don't know. Check if you got charged, Dope Man. Yeah. Many nomads wander this wasteland and prey on each other for cyber. Yeah, I'm hoping it's an absolute beast. It looks crazy. Like, it looks wild. Okay. Huh. Okay. I mean, Veers is already gone. Veers has been gone, guys. Veers has been gone. Piet, you know, you can throw him with Lord Vader, that kind of thing. But, like, already, there's not a good way that you can actually split up everyone. Until they add in more tags, there's not a good way. I'm glad it helped, Agent Milton. Yeah, it shows up now, Dope Man, so I'm glad it showed up. I don't know, it's like we've kind of already picked apart the Veers team already, and like people were already talking about putting Dark Trooper with DTMG anyways, so I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at this. Hold on, I want to read, where's the remnant? I want to read this guy's kit again. Whenever Night Trooper, they gain... Okay, so whenever he's damaged, they gain 10% offense. Or until they're critically hit. Oh my gosh, guys. How's that level 3 Scout Trooper working for you? It's working great. Someone actually donated for me to bring it up to level 3 because it was at level 2. Okay. Oh, his turn meter while not at 100% turn. Oh gosh, dude. Blight which can't be copied. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me read this again. Dazed, shocked, or inflicted with speed damage. All player remnants. Oh my gosh. You recover full. That's 3 times the 5% turn meter removal. Oh, sign up today, first round Wednesday night. Yep, you are exactly right, Eric. Sign up starts right now. It is open. Like, it opened 16 minutes ago to sign up for Grand Arena. It was Grand Events before the coming of the dark times. The thing is, though, is because they constantly regain advantage, SLKR will still stomp this team. Because yes, they dispel advantage, but they're just going to regain it immediately, so it doesn't actually matter. So this team's actually going to suck against SLKR. Okay, let me check if this guy has anything. Maybe you're just CG bugs. Okay. Here we go, guys. We're gonna record. This is gonna be a wild kit. There's so much, because this brings so much to this team and like throws it in such a different way, where it's just, it works so well now. Yeah, but then who do you push over? So if TIE Fighter Pilot's going with DTMG, you can get Death Trooper, but then you're out of characters. Imperial Trooper, yeah. So Stout Trooper, it's going to be a terrible idea to put her on any other team besides that. So yeah. Yeah, I think pilot. So here's my thoughts, guys. And I'll go over this in the video, but we saw it in here. Let me find it. Right here, if all allies were Imperial One at the start of the battle, attackers gained advantage for 1 turn. This whole team turns into a taunting tank team, because the moment anyone dies with Decay... Okay, I'll just go in and kind of talk about this. Okay, here we go, guys. We're gonna make a video. Oh. This is going to be a hard one to explain to people. I'm excited, though. We're going to try and make this as simple as possible. Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. We're here streaming right now. We're live right now, so if you want to come discuss the kit, you can always come discuss it. We're probably going to be doing some roster reviews here in just a moment. But we have a new person. Enoch has been dropped. The kit reveal is here, and it is wild. He only has 2 abilities, we already knew that, but he only has 2 abilities. But those 2 abilities are insane, and everything works together so much, and it screams Iden Versio. This is the Iden Versio of the Imperial Remnant faction. And so we have our Dark Trooper Peridia, who's an attacker, you know, beautiful stuff. He can insta-kill an enemy, gain a bonus turn, you know, has a lot of fun removal of turn meter stuff, a lot of blight, a lot of fun stuff like that. And then Night Trooper, same kind of thing. We got blight in here. We have good turn meter gain, turn meter removal, another attacker. Fun stuff, increasing, you know, health and all kinds of stats for each other as well as other Imperial Remnant. And now we have Enoch. So Enoch, I mean, ever since he showed up on screen, I watched it and I was like, wow. And every person I talked to was just like immediately like, I love the look of this character. I need this character in Galaxy of Heroes. Every person that I knew that plays Galaxy of Heroes is like, when are we getting Enoch? And so it's great to finally have him in the game. So he's a support, which we already knew because, you know, there's the Imperial Remnant support call out inside the Peridia kit. And so we knew it was going to be a support. Otherwise it wouldn't make sense to have Peridia how he is. He is a leader and he's Imperial Remnant. No Imperial Trooper tag, just like normal. Now this is going to be a little bit of a over-the-top kit when it comes to Link's. It's not so much his kit is super complex, it's the fact that the other 2, Peridia and Night Trooper, have so much synergy with this guy that it makes it hard to grasp everything. And so we're going to talk about it. And so we're definitely looking at DTMG on one team and then this Iden Versio Imperial Remnant team. Not saying Iden Versio goes with him, but he has the same kit stuff as Iden Versio. So going in, the basic, die well, referring to, you know, the line he says to Sabine before he sends her out into the wilderness to go look for Ezra. Final text: deal physical damage to target enemy and remove 5% turn meter. And so Night Trooper will be able to call him in to assist with his ability, which will cause a removal of turn meter. And removing turn meter is kind of a big part of all of their kits and getting a whole bunch of the perks that they all do. And you know, they had some of that, but it didn't really make sense in like Night Sisters. And with DTMG, it did make sense, but it also pulls away from the other Imperial Remnant. So good to see this finally kind of coming full circle and Enoch getting this as well. If the target has blight, deal damage again, which will remove 5% turn meter again, I'm assuming. During Captain Enoch's turn, if the target enemy had blight, Imperial Remnant allies gain critical damage up and reduce the cooldown of last command by 1, which is his first special, and it's a cooldown of 3, which means you're going to be spamming this special ability constantly because he basically, this says a cooldown of 2. Going into his only other ability is going to be Last Command. So dispel all debuffs on Imperial Remnant allies and they gain protection up 60% for 2 turns. Kind of feeling like the same kind of thing when it comes to Iden Versio's dispel all debuffs and, you know, give her a little saving buff to everyone. I can't remember the name of it. And then they gain 20% turn meter and all enemies with blight lose turn meter. Once again, great to see that losing turn meter in here. Allies with Decay gain critical avoidance up for 2 turns. Call another random ally to assist, dealing 40% less damage. And then if all allies were Imperial Remnant at the start of the battle, attackers gain advantage for 1 turn. I think this specific call out really shows us it's going to be an attacker focused overall build for the team. So it's going to be a very attacker focus. Get rid of all your tanks. It doesn't matter to have tanks in here. We're just going to have a whole lot of attackers. They're all going to deal insane damage, and I will show you why as we go forward. So this decay mechanic right here, normally it says unique 1. We'd go into that, but I want to get to the decay mechanic, and so we're going to go to his leadership ability, and we'll circle back around to his other unique. So let's go to his leadership ability, Arbiter of Decay. So Imperial Remnant allies will gain 50% crit avoidance. That will be important, so pay attention to that crit avoidance. We've gotten some, you know, crit avoidance up above. Now we're getting more crit avoidance from his lead. We're also getting 75% potency. We got to get those blights out in the field, got to get those juicy debuffs. Plus 15 speed. Who doesn't love speed? We love it. It's absolutely amazing. At the start of the battle, if all allies were Imperial Remnant, here's where that Iden clause comes in. Imperial Remnant and no other allies are Empire with the leader tag. So they can be Empire, but not with the leader tag. That is one section. And so that immediately brings out, you know, Moff Gideon cannot be in this whatsoever. whenever another non-droid Imperial Remnant ally, so cutting out that Dark Trooper, there might still be a home for Dark Trooper, but it's not going to be nearly as good. Kind of like how on Iden Versio, you can throw them in there and it doesn't destroy the kit, but it also doesn't benefit the kit either. So whenever another non-droid Imperial Remnant ally would be reduced to 1% health from a non-critical hit. If they have less than 9 stacks of Decay, they recover 100% health and protection and gain a stack of Decay, max of 9, until the end of the battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Non-droid Imperial Remnant allies are immune to healing immunity. Now, what is this Decay? Minus 10% health limit per stack and can't health steal. And so what this is essentially saying is if they get hit to their final blow, like they would die, if it wasn't a critical hit, they instead bounce up to full health and full protection, but they can now only gain 90% health. And then, you know, the next time it happens, 80% health, 70% health. This is not an effect on the max health overall, but it will reduce the overall health the character can heal to. And then once they hit 10 stacks, they will insta-die. And so, you know, you got to be careful, because if someone has advantage, they can get through your critical avoidance and you can be able to be hit, and then your guy just dies forever. But if not, we could be doing some really gross stuff and keeping your team alive. And they've built a ton of critical avoidance into this kit for this reason. So we'll see that as we move forward. So this Decay effect seems really interesting. Okay, next up, during his turn, whenever he uses Die Well, which is his basic, if an Imperial Remnant ally has less than 3 stacks of Decay and less than 50% health, he deals true damage to them equal to 100% of their max health, which can't be evaded. Which is wild. So, if the team stays alive for long enough and he gets enough stacks of Decay, he's going to be absolutely destroying people. Okay, going on to the next one. Allies with Decay have 50% crit avoidance and tenacity and 150% max health. So they get beefier after the first time they die with their overall max health. So this will improve the 90%. So the 90% you have with 1 stack of Decay is actually going to be more than the 100% you had at the beginning. Plus you'll have more critical avoidance and more tenacity. And there's a reason for that tenacity. It's a really weird reason, and I will show you guys the interaction at the end. So stay tuned. It's really cool, really interesting, and I'm really curious if it's going to be bugged. Okay, whenever Imperial Remnant ally gains a stack of Decay, they taunt for 1 turn. Imperial Remnant tanks allies taunt for 1 turn. So, like, because of this taunt, I don't think it's important that we have tanks at all, because we're going to have our guys with Decay taunting like constantly, and there's a very specific reason for this, and I will show you guys this reason. So like the tanks, it could be important. I don't think it's going to be super important, but it can be important. So maybe we'll throw in a tank at some point, but right now our option is basically Stormtrooper, and he has 0 synergy with this team. Everything he has says Imperial Troopers, and then he has 1 section that says Imperial Remnants, and that's it. And everything else is Imperial Troopers. So he seems like he fits much better with DTMG. But that being said, I still could see it happening. Now let's go into this unique. It is crazy, guys. So Captain Enoch gains 75% defense for each other Imperial Remnant ally. So essentially, he's trying to cause his allies to die off and give them Decay, but he's trying to stay alive as long as possible as the person that's just calling everyone else to assist and doing special stuff. So he's trying to avoid it himself. And there's a very specific reason for this, calling out to that one thing and throughout the kits that I'm talking about, that we'll talk about as soon as we finish with the kit reveal. So he's trying to stay alive as much as possible. Whenever Imperial Remnant ally gains a stack of Decay, they inflict blight on all enemies, which can't be copied, dispelled, or evaded. So we're immediately gonna just blight on everyone, which is amazing. So we're trying to get someone to die off and come back with Decay. Or die off. They hit 1% health and jump back up to 100%. So that way, you know, the reason they phrase it like that is so that gas doesn't shut this down, things like that. So enemies, excluding Galactic Legends, have minus 450% crit chance. So we're starting to see the lack of critical hits here. And then at the start of each Imperial Remnant ally's turn, dispel advantage from all enemies, and those enemies lose 25% offense for 2 turns. This could end up, we'll see, it could end up just absolutely destroying the damage on an SLKR team, and we might have an SLKR counter. Then again, if they do have advantage, which First Order always has advantage thanks to Hux, even when this happens, they'll just regain it. There's a chance that, you know, SLKR just wipes your entire team. because, you know, if they get critically hit and go below that 1% health, they instantly die instead of getting the decay and bouncing back up. So you're going to have to be careful. We'll see how this interacts with certain teams. I'm very excited to see it. But teams that can get advantage easily might be the cause to make this whole team fear, essentially. There is an Omicron while in territorial battles, which is interesting that it's a territory battles one. The Imperial Remnant allies gain 150% max health whenever Imperial Remnant ally is damaged by an enemy. Other Imperial Remnant allies gain 5% turn meter. And then at the start of each encounter, Imperial Remnant allies will gain protection up 200% for 3 turns. So just basically making your guys beefy enough to take on things in Rise of the Empire is essentially what this is doing. Whenever Imperial Remnant ally is defeated, they deal true damage to all enemies equal to 30% of their max health, plus an additional 30% of max health per their relic amplifier level. This damage can't defeat enemies and can't be evaded. So the point of this is essentially, oh no, you are losing a round inside Rote and you don't know what to do. This guy dies off. All of a sudden, all of them are hit with this damage. They all go down to very itty bitty amount of damage or health left. And then your Peridia comes in and insta kills the entire team, taking a bonus turn after he kills each one. And there you go. You are done with that round and you can move on to the next round and do the same thing again. So you're kind of hoping that your allies die off. Really, really cool stuff. So I'm not going to apply this myself, but I do think it's an interesting enough Omicron for those who are struggling with Rote, or if there's a mission that requires Imperial Remnant. I don't know offhand, but it looks very cool. I kind of wish this was just part of his kit in general. So lots of words, lots of stuff, essentially lots of removing turn meter, lots of blight, and this new decay mechanic. This decay mechanic also causes them to get beefier after they die and come back. Die and come back, because it's not actually a revive mechanic. Let's keep that in mind. Now, I want to point this out. The Night Trooper is our attacker. He's a beautiful attacker, except if you read Inevitable End. Night Trooper has 35% potency. Whenever Night Trooper is damaged, they gain 10% offense stacking and 5 speed stacking, max of 100 for 1 turn or until they are critically hit. Well, guess who's not going to ever get critically hit because of all the stuff on Enoch? Whenever an enemy recovers health, Night Trooper recovers 100% health, so he's going to be super hard to kill in general. But he's going to try and die, and I'll show you guys exactly how in just a moment. Enemies can't recover health from health steal when targeting Night Trooper at the start of Night Trooper's turn. They gain 10% crit damage and defense penetration per stack of blight on them for 1 turn. Whenever Night Trooper reaches 5 stacks of blight, they gain frenzy for 2 turns. Now, if we look at this, the blight, he applies blight on himself. Everything else in all these guys' kits applies blight on the enemy, but he applies blight on himself. And why is that, is my question. Well, blight says, minus 100% health steal, this character takes bonus true damage whenever they lose turn meter from an enemy which can't be evaded and can't defeat them. Remove all stacks of blight when this covers full health. And so I'm thinking that we're going to continue to stack this beautiful blight on us and have him essentially just getting dealt damage to him. And we're trying to kill off Night Trooper. And then Night Trooper gets stronger, and Night Trooper becomes our tank. And as they hit Night Trooper's going to stack his offense and his speed. And then he'll take a turn and wipe the field. So I think there's a lot of fun potential with this. I think TIE Fighter Pilot's going to be an obvious choice for the attacker, and he doesn't have insane synergy with either team, and so I think he'll fit there. Obviously, Dark Trooper, it doesn't really fit with either of these teams overall, although he still does a good job on Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. And so I'm guessing we're stealing Death Trooper. If I had to shoot in the dark, I'm going to guess Death Trooper. But regardless, this looks like an Iden Versio level team, and it looks like it's, I mean, honestly, it might be Wampoable. I can't tell right now. I doubt it, though. But overall, it looks like it might be a beast of a defensive team and a beast of an offensive team. The remnants will get less beefy with dying. Yes, but they also get more beefy the first time. So, like, until they hit the 70%, like, here, we can actually do the math right now. I just want to check out this math while we're here with you guys. So if we were to have, let's say, 100 health, right? We're just going to make the numbers easy. We're going to say 100 health, right? So you have 100 health. You then go down because you have a stack of decay. You are now at 90 health. But because of that, you then get... Oh, sorry. No, it's not 1.5. That's my bad. it will be 90 times 2.5. And there you go. You are going to end up with 225 health as you go down to 90. And so then it'll, you know, times it by 0.9 again, and you'll go down to 202. And so, like, you're going to get much beefier before you start going back up. So like it'll go down and you'll die the first time, and then it's immediately going to become over twice as beefy. So they are going to be a very beefy team as long as you can maintain them not being critically hit when they die. So it's there it is. Sorry. Yeah, with that allies with Decay have 150% max health. So yeah, they're gonna double their health plus another half. Which is going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm excited for this team. I think this team's really interesting. I'd love to hear what you guys think the lineup's going to be. I don't know what the lineup's going to be. There's so much here to unpack, and I'm not going to go into all of it because it can get really dry. But like, you can look through these, and there's so many interesting stuff with like Blight, especially in the uniques. You know, max health and max protection being given over to the Night Trooper, making him even tankier. You know, there's a ton of fun stuff in here that I'm really, really excited for. So go take a look at the Death Trooper Peridia again. Look at the kit reveal for the Death Trooper Peridia, the Night Trooper. There is so much removal of turn meter, beefiness stacking, and just damage stacking, surprisingly. Like, it doesn't look like the damage stacking, but with Night Trooper and Death Trooper Peridia, we're looking at a new meta territory wars, most likely, with the Death Trooper Peridia's Omicron, where he can siphon crit damage. We're looking at this team just never dying ever, unless you have advantage, and advantage gets dispelled every time they take a turn. So I'm really excited to see the team comps people come up with, what the best kind of thing is going to be. I am super excited for this character. It's finally going to give me some beautiful stuff. So I can't use my Night Trooper. I don't have Imperial Remnants, and so I'm so excited to have a use for a Night Trooper. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. It's always great to have you guys in the Beaver Dam, and throw what your composition you're going to be using in the comments section below. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with, and I will see you guys in the next video. An additional 50% max health is 1.5 times more. So if I were to say you have 100 health and you gain 100% of your max health, that is going to give you instead 200 max health. Yep, there you go, Brandon Briggs. Yeah. I'm more excited for the Great Mother. Skip guard Lando Curate be hitting hard. Lord Megatron, do I even have a beverage? I don't know. Yeah, hey, look at that. I've got a beverage. Okay. It's time to whip up a wonderful little thing. I have not had the time. No, I will get to it probably tomorrow, honestly. I think I have the time tomorrow because I don't think I'm doing anything in the morning. Do you guys want to watch me make this this thumbnail, or should I just throw a battle on in the background while I make this thumbnail? Oh, I want to Wonka. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna need an extra. I think they added it to the so go events server. So let's get it in here. Let's see, game assets. They have not added it in here. Okay, so I'm just going to have to pull it. Come on. Visit the site. Thank you. Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's whip this up. Yeah. Actually gonna put this, and we'll do the same side. We'll just make myself smaller. I don't need to be that big. There we go. And then we of course have to do the whole thing where we add in some arrows, right? I hate trying to add arrows in this software that I use. I need to get a new software. Okay, there we go. Doesn't look like a good arrow, guys. There, that's good enough. We got some arrows. My arrows are great. Don't make fun of me, okay? Don't make fun of me. They're beautiful, okay? Yes, my filing system where I just smash the keyboard until it works. Okay. Sweet. And let's get that uploaded. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I did not expect it to show up so soon. Just publish it. I don't care. I don't care if you're unsure if it can be monetized. Publish it. I know we missed it by 5 minutes. I saw that Arnold posted 5 minutes ago, but hey, it is a beefy kit, and we had to take some time to read it and understand the implications. Incredibly constipated. Become cheese? What? I'm so confused. Hot session, there should be something for every time you pull out the calculator. You have to give Trey a membership for a month. Don't forget to do territory battles. Alex, territory battles is over. It's finished. We're on to territory war now, my friend. Yeah. Trey the green has gone from being Trey the white. Okay. So yeah, there you go, guys. Insane kit reveal, honestly, like wild. Is that hand-drawn arrow in the year of our Lord? Yes, it is. Don't forget your fleet climb. That is something I could. At 13 minutes, yeah, let's do it. Easy battle. Yep. Go in there, finish them off quick. Yeah, let's hit you. And we'll full swarm you. Oh, come on. Become cheese. I'm sorry, I am a beaver, not a cheeser. Are you okay, brother? I just ran out actually, and I'm gonna be switching to water. But if you want me to chug a glass of water, you can. I am severely dehydrated. I've also been just stealing my roommate's soda, and I need to go buy him more. Detroit become Beaver. Ma is just having a stroke over here. Alex, carbonated beverage are better to drink. The orange. Oh yeah, the buble. I'll have to go pick some up. Yeah, 100%. What's number 9? There's number 9. Ah, it's another one of them. Honestly, I don't like doing triple attacker lineups either. The Michael Bublé, exactly. Okay, speaking of, let's throw some battle on for you guys. Here you go, guys. We're gonna test it right now against these Inquisitors. You guys ready? This has got it. I'm gonna give you guys this, and you guys are gonna watch these guys absolutely demolish Relict Inquisitors at Gear 11. Speaking of Michael Bublé. Dude, okay. You know what? Screw you guys. Hold on. Where's that team? You guys don't think they can do it. Just showing just how garbage Inquisitors are, you know? Oh no! This is without Zetas, by the way. There's not a single Zeta on this team. Pre-Grand Inquisitor, this team sucks. I was assuming that was 10%, but I guess not. Literally, almost full banners. No, that's full banners right there. That is full banners, guys. Oh. Oh gosh. 501st clones with Ugnaught. Oh gosh. How much time do we have? 7 minutes. Okay, so we have 3 minutes until this happens. Alexa, please play Dewana Wonka 1. There you go.
What did you say? I would certainly like to. Oh, I don't think so.
It's the best team comp, Yotter.
He's yelling. He's holding me back. What did you say?
Okay. Sweet.
What did you say? I would certainly like to.
My guide for Bo-Katan should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I have all the footage recorded now. All I gotta do is put together the guide. And just own every kid. That's what I did, was I dropped down this far just to test out teams. Like that's literally it. Like I don't care. I have 9,000 currency. Like every day, ironically, this mug is massive. Contradictory to what the mug says. See, I have the small version. I have the little PP version. The PP Emeritus, if you will. Okay. Does this actually work? I don't know if it does work. Sounds good, Agent Milton. See you soon. Okay. Before we jump into anything.
What did you say?
5 minutes and it starts, guys. Okay. kit reveal? What is this kit reveal?
What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? I would certainly like to.
Where's the yacht man? There's Yotter. Okay, so we have the kit reveal for Trey. Damn fine support. Light side Beaver Dam support. Damn fine support, deal physical damage to target enemy. Allies with profit gain advantage for 2 turns. Oh. And gain advantage for 2 turns. And allied leader is Rabid Beaver. All allies gain 10% turn meter. And protection up 30% for 2 turns. Who is man enough to stand with us? Spell all buffs from target enemy and rally all Beaver Dam allies. If the allied leader is Rabid Beaver, dispel all buffs from all enemies and inflict them with daze invulnerable for 2 turns, which cannot be resisted. All Beaver Dam allies with a dam buff have their cooldowns reduced by 1. So you can see the whole thing without scrolling. Too bad. I'm going to read it just like this because Notepad is set to light mode for me. I'm sorry, what, Con Warlock? Marvel Jesus is our true savior. Oh, did our music stop playing? Oh no, it's just a quiet song. Okay, there we go. Rally characters act based on their role. Tanks taunt, gain critical immunity, attackers assist, and healers and supports restore 50% health and protection for each ally. So much green in the galaxy, unique. The start of each of Trey's turns, if Trey does not have any variation of any damn buff, he gains defense down, vulnerable, exposed, death marked, taunt, plasma residue, and 3 stacks of confusion and frustration, each on himself until the end of his turn or until he gets any damn buff. Otherwise, when Trey starts his turn with a damn buff, all allies gain a stack of protection up 50% for 2 turns. Beaver Dam allies with protection up take 90% reduced damage from out of turn attacks. If allied leaders Rabid Beaver start the battle, whenever Trey, Joe Correa, or Yotter, damn best, gains bonus turn meter. All other Beaver Dam allies gain bonus turn meter equal to half that amount. While in Grand Arenas, while Trey has any damn buffs, his attack cannot be evaded or countered. He gains a 2% crit avoidance for each stack of profit on himself, max of 100. Oh my gosh. Every Beaver tune needs 800 Kyrodex to level up. Okay, let's get into Joe Correa. Why wouldn't it let me click on this one? I'm so confused. Okay, there we go. Joe Correa, I have brought peace. Basic deal. So he's a support as well. And he has the Unalderon tag. Blasphemy. Okay. I have brought peace. Basic deal physical damage to target enemy and deal additional instances of true damage equal to 10% of Joe Correa's max health. 3 stack of profit on all allies. This attack has plus 1% crit damage. If allied leader is Rabid Beaver, all allies without profit gain 2 stacks of profit. Ben Kenobi, thank you for the $2. Yes, Reese Williams, as soon as we read through these, we will be doing roster reviews. Oh, shiz. Yeah, there's no way that we can do it in the 1 minute that we have. Yeah, 44 seconds. Oh, I can attempt it. I don't remember if it lets us squeeze in, but I don't think it lets us squeeze in. 45-second speed run. Let's go. Isn't it like you have to get IG 2000 out or something? I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna hit this. I'm just throwing it on auto. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Ah, yes, profit. Profit is 10% critical chance, critical damage per stack, max of 50% until the end of the battle. Encourage wealth. You lost your green. Oh no, Alex RG. I don't know how. Probably because you spent so much time on Twitch instead. Oh gosh. Encourage wealth. 3-turn cooldown. Equalize health and protection to all Beaver Dam allies and inflict all enemies with healing immunity and buff immunity for 2 turns, which cannot be evaded or dispelled. For each ally with at least 10 stacks of profit, all Beaver Dam allies recover an additional 2% max health and protection. Max of, I mean, obviously, it's health and protection. Oh, you mean max. Okay, never mind. I read that wrong. Yeah, the word recover threw me off. It would be gain an additional 2%. But anyways, all allies with profit gain 20 more stacks of profit. Mystery benefactor. If the ally leader is Rabid Beaver, all allies have 50% max health. All allies are immune to turn meter reduction. Allies start the battle with 50 stacks of profit. Holy shit. Start the battle with the dam buff for 2 turns, which cannot be prevented. So if Joe Correa's on the team, just everyone gets it. That's amazing. When the Damn Best expires or dispelled, that ally instead gains Damn Amazing, which cannot be prevented. When Damn Amazing expires, Damn Awesome. Damn Awesome expires, you get Damn Cool. Damn Cool, oh my gosh, each of them have a different set of how much they get. Oh, and immune to percent damage effects. It's a defeat immunity. And then for the Damn Best, whenever a Damn Best ally uses an ability during their turn, all other allies dispel all their debuffs from themselves and assist, dealing 100% more damage, which cannot be prevented. If the allied leader's Arnold, all allies gain 100 stacks of or 1,000 stacks of profit. Well, in GAC, allies with any variation of the damn buff also have 100% counter chance, counter damage, are immune to buff dispels. Allies with profit inflict expose on target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be evaded or resisted with these special during their turn. How high are the chances to be the next person to give gifted a membership? I don't know. It just depends. You haven't been interacting with the chat very much because you've been over on Twitch so much. So I don't know. Oh gosh. Hey, here we go, guys. The Rabid Beaver kit reveal. Galactic Legend, neutral leader, Denny's veteran, Beaver Dam, Gungan, and support. Basic, a little PP power. Deal physical damage to target enemy with additional instances of true damage to all enemies equal to 10% of Rabid's max health. Oh, do I have the little thingy? There it is. If there is an allied trait, he gains Retribution Foresight. Zeta, all other damn allies gain a stack of Baked for 1 turn. Baked, immune to true damage, but must receive physical or special attacks to be damaged. Special, Relentless Dabathon. Deal an instance of physical damage and true damage to target enemy, which cannot be evaded, and call all Beaver Dam allies to assist. Rabid Beaver gains 10% ultimate charge, tenacity up, which cannot be copied. Beaver Dam allies gain unique Dam buff according to their role for 2 turns. Attackers, Damn Amazing. Support, Damn Best. Healers, Damn Awesome. And tanks, Damn Awesome. These buffs can't be prevented. Gosh. GL Rabid Beavers pronounced glurb. Oh gosh. Additionally, if there's an allied Yotter at the start of the battle, he gains speed down for 2 turns. While Yotter is speed down, he gains 3% ultimate charge whenever he is being damaged by an attack. Rabid Beaver has, if Rabid Beaver is baked, reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1, and both allies gain speed down for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled. Leader, welcome friends to the Beaver Dam. It does. Right there. If Rabid Beaver has baked, which means that I've been doing a damathon, then I get speed down. All light side allies have 30% mastery, 30% tenacity, and plus 20 speed, double for Beaver Dam allies. Start of the battle, all allies gain Beaver Dam tag until the end of the battle. Sweet, so I can just mix and match with other teams. Heck yeah. At the end of each of Rabid Beaver's turns, he gains 16% ultimate charge. Additionally, whenever the Beaver Dam ally resists a debuff, Rabid Beaver gains 1% ultimate charge, and ally gains 30% tenacity stacking. At the start of Rabid Beaver's third turn, he gains 1 stack of Baked for 1 turn, which cannot be copied, dispelled, or prevented. At the start of his consecutive turns, he gains an additional stack of Baked, max of 10. At 10 stacks, his speed is set to 0. Whenever the damn best ally uses a special ability or whenever Rabid Beaver ally falls below 50% health, they remove a stack of Baked from Rabid Beaver for 1 turn. Whenever Rabid Beaver reaches 10 stacks of Baked, he cannot lose any stacks of Baked. All other damn allies have plus 25% speed, tenacity, offense for each additional stack of Baked stacking. Unique. Passion projects leave a trail. For Rabid Beavers in the leader slot, not in the ally slot, allies gain 10% offense, stacking for each 10 stacks of profit on them. Holy shiz. Additionally, all Beaver Dam allies gain 5 stacks of profit. Whenever a Beaver Dam ally resists a debuff, they gain 5 stacks of profit. Whenever a Beaver Dam ally gains or loses any variant of the damn buff, they gain 2 stacks of profit. While Rabid Beaver has Baked, he gains additional 50% offense and armor penetration. Additionally, his attacks also deal an instance of true damage with an additional bonus percent equal to 50% of his current tenacity stacking. This opportunity for Glurb to summon Mommy Mandalore. The original one someone sent me, I summoned Arnold in the ally slot, and I was like, oof. Oh gosh. Anyways, where were we? If there is an allied trait at the start of the battle, he gains additional 20 stacks of profit, doubles any variation of the damn buff, and his attacks ignore protection. If there any variation of an allied Bo-Katan ally in the start of the battle, Bo-Katan and Rabid Beaver gain protection up to 100%, which cannot be dispelled, half for all other Beaver Dam allies. There's Mommy Mandalore. Unique 2, Galactic Legend, and then the ultimate. Oh no. Dispel all status effects for Rabid Beaver. He doubles his mastery, transformed to Rabid Beaver Jar Jar Mask until he's defeated. Rabid Beaver Jar Jar Mask's attacks cannot be evaded, countered, or immune to health and protection recovery until Rabid Beaver Jar Jar Mask is defeated. Stacks of Baked cannot be removed from Jar Jar Mask and can now be stacked indefinitely. Rabid Beaver gains bonus defense equal to 200% of his total tenacity. All allies gain damn best until the other turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, Yotter. Thank you. Thank you, Yotter. Okay. You guys know the way this works. I put in this message saying roster reviews are live, and any message after that is what we look at. So for those of you who have already posted, you're going to have to repost. So at roster review live now. And then as soon as I hit enter on this, you guys will be able to sign for roster reviews. As always, you guys can interrupt roster reviews with a donation. Yotter, thank you for the 5 gifted. Alex RG, are you going to get one? Oh, sad. But yeah. Yeah, so you can interrupt what we're currently doing with a donation to be able to get your roster review up higher. So you just have to donate with enough, so $2 or more, where you can actually put a message in, and that's how much it costs. But for today and today only, I will additionally do, if anyone donates $5 for their roster review, I will take a look at your GAC defenses as well and take a look at it. So we're going to start with our live roster reviews live now. Anything after that, you guys will be roster reviewed. I'm sorry, Loafed. Alex RG told me to ignore your roster. But congratulations to those who got the wonderful gifted memberships from you, Yoder. Thank you so much for that, my friend. And make sure you guys are connected on your Discord so that way you don't miss a thing. We are going to start doing our membership votes on Discord, so that way we can make sure that Twitch gets involved as well. So from here on out, all votes will be done through there for member votes. Speaking of... Hey, I'm not getting a review today. Nah, we'll still do you, Loafed. There we go. If someone donates one more membership, I'll let Loaf get his roster review. Okay. Try from the link in the chat from the description. Okay, Yoder, thank you for the one gifted. I guess we're doing Loaf regardless. Congratulations. Wep coming in with one as well. Still no gifted membership for Alex RG. Okay, so, he deserves it because he tried to get Loaf skipped. You know, honestly, it just makes sense. And we've transferred over from Scribble. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Okay, so... There's something I was just looking at. Oh, yes. Let me get this fixed. I don't know why this is happening. I'm going to edit this right now. Okay, so edit server invite, never generate link copy. Okay, let me refresh all of the links right now for you guys so those who are not able to get into the Discord, we can fix that for you. So I'm going to go through and edit the links and then we'll jump into roster reviews. So I've got a question for you guys while I'm sitting here. Black Knight, thank you for the 6 months of loyalty, my friend. Please send him as many bad knock-knock jokes as you can. Oh, gosh. Hey, hey, hey! Dr. J, welcome, welcome, my friend. Also, little hint to those of you who are over on Twitch. As part of our Damathon, we have our new our newest emote that Twitch is getting as part of our rewards for the Damathon. So I will give you guys a sneak peek. So on Twitch, there's this interesting thing where you can make emojis for those who are not members, and so then you can use them to be able to like get them interacting with chat. And so we let them vote on one, and I got our first one. And so I will whip it up and show you guys it in just a moment. Okay, Black Knight, sounds good. We'll put you at the top of the list. Yeah, it should be chat commands, custom commands. Oh, this is the wrong version. We want this one. Is it the Twitch version? Just for RR1. Oh, that's right. It's through Streamlabs. Hey, Madness, welcome, welcome. Okay, there's the chat bot. And then it'll be in commands. Okay. We just refreshed the command for Discord. Now I'm going to refresh the description really quick. Make sure that everyone has access to the Discord. Okay. Okay, now the one in the Discord description, or in the description of this video, should be the correct one for Discord. Let me just go to my settings and make sure that it's permanent. Upload defaults. Okay, and now we've got a new thing. Okay. All Discord links should be updated now, so everyone should be able to get into the Discord. I apologize for that. Should be good. Perfect. Thank you, Alex RG. The edit was perfect. You had a question? What about cheese, Ma? To make a Mara kit. Hey, nice live. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you live. Full list of Rex Yotter. I had a question for you guys. I did. My question was, would you rather extended universe or current canon? And like, would you rather like a movie thing, a show thing? Like, what would you want to see, guys? Would you rather see something that we've already seen for Thrawn? So currently, you know, we have these three characters. We have the Night Trooper, Peridia, and Enoch. And so we have three really good characters. If we were to add in Thrawn as the leader and bump Enoch out of the leader, that would leave us, you know, with those three. We're missing a fifth. Would you rather something like Rook from like Rebels? Would you rather something like Eli Vanto from the books, or rather something even from like the old canon or something like that? Like, who would you want to be the fifth? If you were to give this mythical fifth person, who would be your choice for the fifth? Maybe Master Kabaeth, Joris Kabaeth from the old Thrawn trilogy. What would be the prime fifth character for you for Thrawn as a GL team? I'm curious. Talking about our reality. But I won 6 in a row. It gets even crazier. They made me play in blink mode. Oof. That sucks. Oh, jeez, Dr. J, that's insane. Hey, Crinkerson, welcome, welcome. If you're trying to help your guild, Relic 5. If you're not trying to help your guild, Relic 5. Tamoy. Let me check. I think, Tamoy, if you're trying to help your guild, I think it's Relic 7 for Gar-Saxon is the area that I would say maximum. To answer your question, they're not Imperial Troopers. They are Empire. Yeah, 7 for Gar-Saxon, 5 for Imperial Super Commando. But if you're not trying to help your guild, Relic 5 is where I'd go to. Pre-Maul for you, Tamoy. Jedi Master Dea's Nuts. I don't know that one, Madness. Captain Palion or Master Joris. Okay, okay. So you're preferring the old canon kind of stuff. Okay, okay, I can see it. Although we have seen Captain Palion in Mandalorian Season 3, which is really cool to see. Did you do my RR when it's my turn? Also when I'm not here live because it's a bit late now. I'm sleepy. Yeah, nice live. I can do that for you. You'll have to scrub a bit, but yes, I'll do it for you. Hey, Voltage, welcome, welcome. Oof, Tamoy, that's a good question. I'd probably go for the Executor personally, because that's just going to get you more crystals. Dude, I love the Thrawn trilogy. It's so good. Is this the right person? Yeah, this is Black Knight, right? We will double check. Yes, that is Black Knight. Best way to farm tickets, any dark side node. It's based off of the energy itself, not anything else. And so there's not like a perfect way to farm tickets, Crinkerson. You just farm tickets on whatever node. Some people theorize that doing more battles does better, but technically it's up to you. It's mostly superstition at this point, so. Okay. I think so, Crinkerson, but it all just kind of depends on what you can afford with your budget. But yes, I think so. Hurrying up the farm by a good amount is always a good thing, especially when you're coming into a grand arena season like we are right now. You want to try and get your SLKR by next week, so that way you can use him essentially. Okay. Datacron check for what? Solid amount of Datacrons. Okay. I had to apply. Oh, that's gonna bug me. It really is. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's gonna bug me. Whatever. I'll deal with it later. I had to apply B1 Zeta. Take them all to Relic 5 for the Naboo raid. I'm taking Jimmy to Relic 5 minimum before I continue. I'm guessing also for the raid. I'm currently grinding out the last bit of shards I need for the Profundity. Nice. I'm super close to Outrider. On top of the list from last stream. Okay, Ben, so you want a roster review? Thank you for the $2, my friend. Currently for Profundity, I'm super close to Outrider, Mon Mothma, Adrider, and the last bits as well. I'm all inning the Profundity. Very nice. Then I'll go back to Leia and JML. I'm also finally grinding out the Star Force. Okay, hold on. Are you pushing Leia before JML? Gary the Stormtrooper. Oh, I love it. I love it. Beautiful Rex for me. Yeah, I mean, yes, go for it, yeah. Dude. It hurts my soul because you have the Rolo and the Cholo sitting here in your roster. You're like right there, dude. The problem is you're missing your Hoda. I'm guessing you have the Womp. Yeah, 6-star. Dude, you are so close to JML. Yeah, as soon as you finish Leia, you're going for that JML 100%. Hurts my soul that you're not going sooner. Just because you have like half the requirements done. Zetas and Krons. I mean, Juhani is like a constant, like every guild is trying to require it for some reason. Absolutely not, not Dr. J. Everyone hates the Martiz sisters or whatever you Martez. Okay. Anyways, back to your stuff. I'm also finally grinding up the Star Fortress so I can give Houndstooth to Executor when I get it. Yeah, that's painful that you're using Houndstooth for something. Oh, that hurts. Should I start saving my Zetas for Leia? Overall, you seem to spend your Zetas a lot, and I would rather see you save them. If you have no other, like, priorities right now besides Leia, which looks like kind of what you're doing is just full on Leia, I would save up for Leia and make sure that you have all the Zetas you need to get through that event. And just, you know, finish that up. So I'm not a negotiator using Houndstooth. I'm more okay with a negotiator using Houndstooth than I am with like, obviously you should get a BTLB, but like the negotiator's a more better fleet in general. Relic Ben Solo. You can't upgrade your membership? That's so odd. Are you doing it through a phone, Ben Kenobi? I don't know what it is with YouTube and phones, but they just do not like them for some reason. Yeah, this is hurting my soul, my dude. I would love to see you get a Ben Solo relic before you head to Leia. That would probably be next on my list. Yeah, so overall, Zeta-wise, save up the Zetas. I would get a Relic Ben first. Yeah, you're over-invested, under-invested is hurting my soul a bit. But, like, I don't know, finish the stuff that you have. You need a GL ship into this roster. You really do. So the Profundity, I'm not going to tell you to go away from it. I would like to see Ben Solo relicked. With this much invested into Stap, I'd like to see Stap relicked. This can wait until you start going for your Executor. This I genuinely don't care about. You can, you know, bring it up if you want to. I don't really care. But those would be the two that I would focus down, is these two at least. And then move on to Leia, and then from Leia, then you can go into JML. Yeah, I don't know what happens, Ben Kenobi, but like the phone is so goofy. Current project Sadrad. Okay. I mean, hold on. Now let's look at your rogue. Have you invested in them yet? You have not. Oh, you're still a ways away from Leia. Okay, here you go. This one right here, you need this Zeta for Adrad. And if you can do this one, it's very, very helpful. So those are the two Zetas you need for that team to work. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Brandon Briggs. I don't. Profanity, Ben, Stap, Leia, JML. Yes, perfect. Shin's mods, oh no. Dude, look at my Rogue One. I literally, this has been a side project where I just get her gear up when I have extra Raid 1 currency. Same with Cassian, it's just I had extra Raid 1 currency just because Profundity was on my list. But now that I'm doing Ahsoka Tano, Profundity is now much farther away. Who should be your fifth member? Honestly, you can really use anyone. K2 is a pilot and a great option. I prefer Baze. Baze is not only a great character, he'll work with your Leia as well as your Rogue One. So you'll be able to use him with Rogue One, and then when you get Leia, you could also put him with Leia, and he's a pre-taunting tank, which is always great. And so Baze is a great fifth. K2 is another one. Yeah. If you want to, you can do something like Scarif Rebel, Pathfinder, or Chirrut, but those are the kind of the two that are the go-to. So 7-star Raz for no reason. Okay, here's the thing, guys. 7-star, almost 7-star, 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 7-star. Everything in this list is 7-star. Everything in this list except for Chrysanthemum is 7-star. Everything in this list is 7-star. There's like 2 Bad Batch that I still have to do, and that's it. Everything in here is 7-star. I'm down to 1 character left to get to 7-star. This is the only like actual thing that I don't have all the characters 7 stars done. Like, I have everything done. It's just waiting on the time to do it. Like, I'm at the point where you go through my ship farms, and, like, you go to hard mode. Done. Not done, but I'm farming it slowly through bounty hunters because I don't care about Nest. Done, done, done. Done, 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 done. Done, 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 done. Done, 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 done. Oh, sorry. No, Raven's Claw is not done. It's the only ship I have in here that's not done. Done, 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 done. I have, like, everything done, guys. Anyways. Yeah, except I got it from Lightspeed bundles, so. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, overall, I think that's the best route for you, honestly. Taking some time for raid stuff, good for you. That's great for your guild. I love it. But yeah, please don't tell me. Okay, good. No TIE Interceptor, so I'm not going to yell at you about your non-relic item. Brought up your Mara Jade speed a little bit more. Let's see her. Not see her. We want to see Mara Jade. Ah! Bad Hux. Don't jump scare me like that. Very nice. 323, getting closer to that 330 mark. Gosh, dope, man. For how much you have in this game, I'm still blown away that you've never watched through all the Star Wars movies. I don't get it, dope, man. I don't. After you do Profundity, which will be after Jamal. Okay, there you go. Honestly, the Revens should be sooner rather than later when you're getting around JML. Thoughts on CLS mods? I swear, if you have crit damage mods on them, I will do things. Like, overall, it doesn't really matter too much is the problem. Because you haven't finished the rest. All of your stats are shareable, which is great. But the problem is you haven't finished your Chewbacca, your Han. So, like, already this team's looking not nearly as good. But I do appreciate the mods. So. Okay, Ben Kenobi, you wanted a roster review, right? You donated for one. Yeah, absolutely, Black Knight. Nice, Trey, very nice. Okay, finishing my Ray and Radis. What's next? Gungan PP. I want a big PP and one small PP. Do a little roast. Cheers for Trey. Okay, so you're finishing your Ray and your Radis. Okay. That is a sad Ray. That is a sad Ray. I can see why you'd finish it. Okay, so Gungan's a big peepee for you. And you want a little peepee? Just a little one? I love how I've become famous in the Beaver Dam. Yes, you are now firmly planted in the dam lore. Okay. What haven't we heard in the wild, Dank Ideals? Tell us. I could never guess what you're asking about. I could never once guess what you're asking about.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have? What chance do we have? The question is what choice? Run, hide, plead for mercy.
No Hondo. Hey, Jack. Welcome, welcome.
This much power, and you condemn the galaxy to an eternity of submission.
We are doing great now that you're here, my friend.
Now, every moment you waste is another step closer to the act of
Okay, so you're looking for a little peepee.
asking us to invade an imperial installation based on nothing but hope.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Hey, Nodman, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Dank just came out of nowhere. You're not wrong. Okay, so here's one little thing that I'd love to see is a Relic Nihilus. This has been kicking my trash more than I'd like to admit. I've had so many times where I've had Darth Nihilus, and he's just not great because I just keep not putting him into Relic levels. And please, please do it, dude. So, I was summoned by the lack of Bodhi. You finished JKCK today? Very nice. Dude. Use the forks. I'm begging you, use the forks. No Relic Dark Trooper. There's one of your factions that you should really finish. Oh gosh, please. I don't know what the minimum investment you need to beat the gas event in terms of gas or gear level and Zetas. I did the first one with 2 Zetas, and gear 12 on Padme and gear 11 on C-3PO, and the rest at Relic 5. Yeah, exactly, Kaiser. Ah, dude. Hey, Juno, welcome, welcome. Okay, so here's the thing. Ben Kenobi, I want you, after you finish your Ray, I want you to take a break from farms for a while. I appreciate the Gungan PP, and luckily it's not a ton. It's only 4 characters. You don't have to do a whole bunch. It's not like a GL level thing. But like, you're sitting here with a Darth Nihilus at gear 12. You're sitting here with a non-relic, whatever his name is, Dark Trooper. Sorry, brain not working. Jedi Knight Cal you have sitting down here. You also have a Quad Mace sitting here with 2 Zetas. You also have a oh, what was the other one that I saw that bugged me? Oh, yes, Iden Versio, not Relict and no TDC. Even though you have the TIE Interceptor, that is an entire off-meta fleet that you are sleeping on. So I think you should take a break from big farms after you finish your array and just go straight in to finish some of these farms, because you've got a ton of farms to finish. Don't Relic mission at Zalbar. Don't listen to Trey. Hope you are well. I took Jenga, like you said, to Relic 7 to counter JMK. I decided after C to go after JMK. I'm only Mason, Ayla, Watt, and something else simple I can't remember. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, with all the stuff going around and like, you know, the most recent Lightspeed bundle and everything, JMK is super accessible to a lot of older people. All right, can you check insights and what are the common counters to Revan quitters with the 9th Sister Cron? Yeah, I can take a look at it, LXRG. Yes, exactly. So, yeah. So here's the problem with your Coruscant Underworld Police right now. So at current moment, your Coruscant Underworld Police is not good. So I need you to do one of three things for me, and they're varying levels of difficult. And number 3 is the most difficult. So the first one, at the bare minimum, I need you to at least bring them up to level 69. That is the bare minimum. If you're not willing to do that and you want to do something a little bit more intensive, then you're going to Relic 9 your Coruscant Underworld Police. Now, if that's not intensive enough for you and you want to make this a true PP, I want you to go in and you take him to level 69 and then mod him and use his abilities to get his power to 69. And yes, this is the hardest of the 3. It will take you hours of trying to fiddle with it and get it right. That is your only 3 options right there. Oh, did someone ask what TDC means? Yeah, it's TIE Defender carry, because it carries the entire team. It is the ship that beats Executor by itself. The rest of the team is just to wait until TIE Defender gets out. So that's why it's called TDC. Sounds good, Apple. You have a great day. But yeah, there you go, Ben. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, Relic 3 is fine. In fact, I actually think mine's still Relic 3. Yeah, she's not like a key character to the team. Like, yeah, it's nice to get her to higher Relic levels, but she's not like super key. And so, like, I have 0 problems having her at Relic 3. Okay, we're on to the free-to-play list. Or free-to-play list, but rather the free roster reviews. Give me just 1 sec, guys. I gotta go check something. I'm gonna throw you guys into a battle. Gaze upon the magnificence of the Phalanx Omicron. This is why we are in the top 20 in the game. I'll be right back. That won so freaking fast. I don't know how that won that fast. Don't forget about my Twitch request. Yes, okay, hold on. You said insights, and we are talking about 5v5, and you said the Riva team, with you, and you. And we are going to look at defending Datacron primary, you. None of it's looking good. Treya, Malgus. There's a version of Malgus that works a bit better than this, I believe. Yeah, this version right here. Bane, obviously, and then this is a weird counter, but this is kind of the go-to counter for most people in High Kyber right now. So it's a regular Phoenix team, but with Geonosian Brood Alpha pre-taunting tank, and so this is kind of the go-to right now. Toss Crosshair in the event just to mess with us. Dude, I'd believe it. Everyone, don't forget, sign up for Grand Arena. Fair enough, Ben Kenobi. You have a great day. Have a great night. Nice live. Okay. We're actually going to do something today that we haven't done in a while, for the simple reason that I want to get through as many of you guys that are free roster reviews as we can. So we are going to put this back up, because I want you guys to be able to get your roster reviews that you guys want. Okay. The 5-minute timer for roster reviews is back, so that way we can get through as many of you as we can. I must fight you in GAC. Hot Topic's the name of my Sith Empire team. Hoth Topic. I love it even better. That's amazing. Sounds good, Master Jedi. You have a great day. Okay, let's find there's roster reviews. Okay. Loaf. Loaf, are you here? Loafed? Careful, Trey Trey. I can't actually say that word on stream. It is one of the go-to banned words on Twitch, actually. Like, it is like an absolute, like, permaban kind of thing. Okay, sweet. Hey, Sirens, welcome, welcome. Can we get a couple members to drop us some General Kenobis in the chat for Sirens here? There's got to be 1,000,001 of you guys down here, so... Yes, Trey Trey, that is a word that we are not supposed to say. Yep. Grax is even calling it the S word because he knows that he can't say it in chat. It's a list of words that they banned when they started doing their mass bannings because of the culture that it was creating. So Alex RG coming in with the Gen Ken. Oh gosh. Okay. It's obviously short for The Simpsons, of course. Hate raids and a lot of bad stuff in general. There you go. Grax has more information than I do. But yeah, it was promoting a very bad crowd when it came to Twitch. Okay. Is the timer in the right place? Oh, do I even have the timer? Oh, this isn't up. Whoops. Let me put that up. That's the wrong timer. Oh, is our timer not working at all? Oh. Our Streamlab, or our Stream Deck isn't working. There we go. Found it. Okay. Okay, Loaf. Account nearing a year old. Finish up Night Sisters and Gungans for now. I'm gonna go for Balin, then Ahsoka next. Loafed, please don't. Oh, gosh. This is not an account that should go for Ahsoka, dude. What is this? What is this? What is this? This account is not ready to go for Ahsoka. You can if you want to, dude. You can if you want to. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and you can spend your money how you will. This is an account that's not ready for things, but at least finish your farms, my dude. You're going straight free to play? Oh my gosh, dude. There's so many other things that would be better for this account. There's so many other things that could be better for this account. See, okay, so here's the thing, dude. You're gonna get to Kyber quick. But like, you're gonna sit in a perpetual I'm in Kyber 3 to Kyber 2 for like 3 years because you're not being efficient. Oh gosh. Goodness gracious, dude. Okay. Relic 7 HK is a requirement for Leviathan. Dude. Best HK I've seen in a minute. We know a little bit of Balin's requirements. Yeah, we know Morgan, Great Mothers, and Thrawn are the 3 that we know of. The Leviathan Rush isn't just a meme. Oh, it's still a meme, dude. Mara's mods at the end. Yeah, I can check Mara's mods at the end. My dude, I mean, that is a hefty PP. First things first. Finish your Star Killer, finish your Savage, bare minimum before you work on Ahsoka. If you want to go for Ahsoka, you can go for Ahsoka. It's not going to be a friendly farm to this account whatsoever. I hope you're in a good guild, because already we're looking at 4 Relic 7s, a Relic 8, a Relic 9, and a Relic 9. And so unless you're in a really good guild, that's going to take you forever. Yeah. Just not gonna do it. Okay, Loafed. Well, this is one of those accounts where there's not really a way that I can roster review it, because anything I tell you, you're just gonna do your own thing, because, you know, you're just going for peepees. So go for peepees. Have fun with your peepees and call it a day. We'll take a look at your Mara's mods, although why you have a fast Mara Jade and you haven't brought up your Star Killer, I don't know. Yeah. Yep, Vovo, we're doing roster reviews. If you want the best way to get one, you can either donate to get to the top of the list, or you can join the list in the Discord. The thing should pop up for it in just a moment. $360 or nothing. Yeah, so I don't know. There's not really much I can tell you, because, like, honestly, obviously it's going to be, you go, if you're going to be efficient and you're going to work on things, you're going to go for you're going to go for Rey, you're going to go for JML, you're going to get Executor, you're going to work your way through the Rebel Trinity and go that route. But instead, you're taking the long route, and I wish you luck in it, and have fun with it. So by the time you get everything that you're talking about, it's going, all of the requirements for Ahsoka are going to be double drop farmable. You're going for 4 Relic 9s and Ahsoka Tano and Balin, which is essentially all marquee characters that are new. And I assume you're no, he does not have cat. He's going to be refreshing Proving Grounds apparently, which means he's going to, instead of spending his crystals on the one fleet that he has that's actually good, and getting it up to 7 stars where it's actually usable, instead he's going to use it on Proving Grounds and get himself a cat to get an Ahsoka Tano. And who knows, maybe he doesn't relic the Ahsoka Tano. I don't know. But yeah, you have fun with your peepees, Loft. You have fun with your peepees. $145. Minus 145 equals 185. You're gonna get 20 a month, so it's gonna take you 9 months to get a 7-star before you can actually use it, and it's good. The Leviathan is not free to play, but I haven't spent since gas bundle, and I'm only spending on lightspeed bundles. Yeah, you chose 2 of the worst farms for not spending Loft, and I wish you luck in it. Like, that's just it. There's not really anything that I can suggest to you. There's not even like an efficient way of doing those. It's just good luck. You're gonna have to wait till they're single drop farmable and then farm them that way, and it's gonna take you 6 months to farm each of the characters, and you know, so on and so forth. So come back in a year when you eventually have your you'll have a Leviathan, you'll hopefully have an Ahsoka Tano, but I mean, you're looking at some very hefty things for free to play, and none of it actually works with what your roster currently has in it. Like, I'm not even at the point where I would go for Ahsoka Tano with my roster. Especially when it's something that... Who knows if it's good? Who knows? It could be awful. So, yeah. Hey, Mystery Hippo. Oh, welcome, welcome. Loaf, that's just because you're going against idiots. This is the level of Marauder that you need to beat your current Leviathan Loft. You need a Gear 11 Hunter, a Gear 10 Tech, and a Gear 8, whatever his name is. And that's all you need. And then 5 stars on your Marauder, and it beats your thing. And do you know who has this kind of stuff? Literally anyone that has the light speed bundles. In fact, they actually have better than this, because this is with a Gear 11 Plo Koon. Like, yeah. For those of you who want to take out Leviathans that are under 7-star, guys, go watch this video. I have COVID when I made it, but yeah. Or anyone with an Executor on offense can also beat it. DTMG and then Bane, I believe, is the order of operations for the next 2 Proving Grounds characters. Okay, Thor, you are up next. Thor, are you here? Working on SLKR? Yes, I see that. Also, Thor, I also see that your name is not highlighted in yellow, even though you have a membership. So make sure you go to your user settings, and then you go over to your connections and connect your YouTube to your Discord, so that way you can get all of the benefits of your membership. Just want to be saved, don't save her. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially how I'm looking at that roster. Okay. So this is what, Lightspeed bundles? Yes, Lightspeed bundles. Okay, you did not buy the Resistance bundle. You bought the Radis bundle though, looks like, right? Am I reading that right? No, you did. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I didn't see Ray. I guess I'm blind. You're working on SLKR, so my brain went gold. That's SLKR. That's Ray. Okay, brain not working. Sorry. Okay, so you're working towards SLKR. So you bought the Ray bundle. Did you buy the full SLKR? You have all that. Is the finalizer done? No, you didn't buy the finalizer bundle. I was like, there's a bundle missing somewhere here. Yeah, so, okay. Got it. Okay. My first route next territory battle. Spoiler alert, it's route. You just deploy. That's essentially it when you're low level. Like you can't really do much. Okay. So, looking at your roster, you kind of just have a start into this kind of stuff. You don't necessarily have anything like super crazy and pushing into other things, because you stopped the Lightspeed bundles for Ray and First Order. So that's basically it. So that means you kind of need a step, a way to go. Here's what I'm going to suggest to you, considering what you have in your roster. So if we go and we click this. And we're going to look at
We're excited to
this one right here. I would go and watch Arnold's free-to-play guide and kind of get an idea from here where you'd go. And so overall, I basically just follow his overall path that he took. And so you're going to get SLKR, and then I would go for Executor, Sith Eternal, and that'll take care of the things that you have connections to with your Emperor Palpatine, your Darth Vader, all that kind of stuff. And then from there, you can take it and move your way into Jabba like he did. And so that would be my overall farming path for an account like this, is going to be that path where we take out everything that you're connected to right now, and then we push into the Rebels. So only way for me to help is Hondo. Heck yes. It's the Arnold free-to-play guide for 2022. It's the SLKR push one. So don't look at the one from this year. Look at the one that goes for SLKR. That is what you're looking for. So SLKR push is what you're looking for the overall farming path for an account like this, because you didn't buy the Shadows of the Empire Lightspeed bundle, and so you don't have as much of a reason to go for JML first. And so I would push Sith Eternal and start farming the rest of the ships you need for Executor, and then after you finish Sith Eternal, do Executor, and then push into Jabba and push your way into the Rebel Trinity. That's going to be what's going to be most helpful for this account in general. Little side farms that I highly suggest you throw in here is building yourself a Traya team. You kind of already have the Talon from the Starkiller bundle that you got. You have the Savage at Relic 5. Good job on that. I would love to see a full Traya team. It's a really easy team to get up. It only costs you 1 Omicron, and then all of a sudden you have, a GL killer team. It's going to be a great team for this roster. You face a GL you don't know if you can take, like Jabba. You can throw in your Traya team. It'll wipe off the side pieces, and then you can bring in Starkiller to finish it off. So it's a really, really solid team. Once I get Executor, I think I'm pushing my BAM to Relic 7, prep for Mommy Mandalore in the far future. How has she been for you? Honestly, I would put her in the top 10 teams, like, in the game currently. She's really, really solid. She's one of those fire and forget characters where it's like, I don't know if I can beat that. You throw Mommy Mandalore against it and it works. She's a really good fire and forget. She's been locked out of the meta just a wee bit from the Datacrons from this last set. Not this current set, but the last set. But she's great. I love Mommy Mandalore. So plus a whole bunch of guilds are looking for her. So what does the Relic Treya team pop off at? Relic 5, Relic 7? All you need is Relic 5, gonna be honest. Like, I use my Treya at Relic 5 and have no problems. You have a problem with credits? Okay, well, here, hold on. First things first, talking about just in general with your roster. So we said Executor, we said Sith Eternal. I hope you're working on your Echelon as well. You need this Echelon of 7 stars. Ignore the TIE Dagger entirely. It doesn't matter. Don't care about it. Drop it. Besides that, make sure that because you don't really have the teams to dink around with too much because you only bought the first couple of Lightspeed bundles. So I want you to work on this MG 100 Star Fortress and get yourself a comeuppance in the roster as well. Let's just make sure. I'm sure you are because I saw the Finn Zeta, but let's just double check. Dude, you are sleeping. You have the Finn Zeta, but you don't have a Gear 9 Zori. All you need is a Gear 9 Zori, dude. Drop a couple Zetas on her. This team gets me holds in Kyber 2. Do not sleep on this team. It is way too good for you to sleep on. Like, this is my Zori team right now. She is, and I still get holds in Kyber 2. So, don't sleep on that. When it comes to Lightspeed bundles, you're always gonna struggle with credits, and you're always gonna struggle with mods. So there's a video. If you go look up on my channel, it'll take you through. Let's see if I can just find it really quick. Rabbit Beaver credits. Let's see if it's hard to find, because that's the thing I'm starting to realize is that some of my stuff is hard to search for, and so I might have to edit the titles. But right here, the best get rich quick schemes. This will go over every way to squeeze some extra credits out of the game for you. One of the big things that I don't see a lot of people take advantage of is the fact that in your shipments under guild activity from your raid stuff, from your raid 1, you can just sit here and you can purchase 1,000,000 credits whenever you want to. So go give it a watch. If you're struggling with mods, there's also a mod farming guide. So just kind of go through my guides and go look at credits and go look at mod farming guides. There's a playlist for mod stuff on my account, and that should keep you from spending too much on your mods, as well as give you some more credits. And so, like, literally most of my raid 1 on my free-to-play account right now is going to credits, just because it needs the credits to level up the teams that it needs. Then once I finish the teams getting up to level 85, then I can start working towards getting their gear using that raid 1. So make sure you're taking advantage of this raid 1 currency. So gotta go for dinner. I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, sounds good. Trey. Who's the best 5th for the Sith trio plus Savage? Honestly, anyone but Scion. My favorite right now is Darth Vader. I love Darth Vader as the 5th for the Triumvirate and the Triumvirate plus Savage. That's just the way that I do it, is Darth Vader. But honestly, any 5th. Scion doesn't really add that much. Sith Empire Trooper does a great job. Crinkerson, anyone works though. Okay, hopefully that helped, Thor. Aw, thanks, Lemur man. Okay, is Estefano here? Is Estefano? Let's jump into Estefano's. I'm gonna get my timer back up and running because I was just getting a wee bit busy with the stuff. Oh my gosh, is this working now? Oh, it's working. I can turn it off now. Okay, sick. Hey, Estefano. Dooku for stuns. Vader's good too. Scion can go in the trash bin. Agreed, Eric. No problem, Thor. Okay. Everyone, spam the General Kenobis for Estefano. He stepped into our trap. He said something close to hello there. Thank you, Voltage. Thank you, Agent Milton, for getting in there. Wep, thank you. Okay, I'm having the biggest dilemma of what to farm in the same time frame I can get JMK, Leia, Scythe, or Profundity. Oof. Oof. Is your guild pushing for, almost, but I know the trap. So is your guild going for Reva, is the question. Hey, Snack Attack, welcome, welcome. We're just doing some roster reviews for people. Let's get our timer going. Just so we're keeping on track. So, Estefano, tell us, is your guild going for Reva right now? 15 Reva shards per territory battles, but they aren't necessarily pushing for it. It's just good-natured people who went for it, I'm guessing, right? How close are you to Cat? Just people have them. Okay. Cat is Relic 5. Okay. So... hold on. Am I blind? Are you going for Ray? You're away from ships. Okay, got it. So you didn't buy the ship bundle. So you're getting close. Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. That kind of gives me a better idea of where your roster's at right now. Like I was a little confused here for a second. Okay. So the best level 9 Datacron for Gungans, are you referring to the previous set? Because the previous set is... the best level 9 is Boss Nass. Where is he? I'm blind. Boss Nass. Boss Nass with the level 6 that is the Paragraph. That is the best Kron right now. Yeah, Jar Jar stops some counters, but opens up others. Boss Nass is better. It's mostly personal preference, though. Either one will get you holds. Okay, so, Estefano, these are a lot of big projects, but I don't think they're necessarily bad projects, is what I'm saying here. I would bump Scythe into... yeah, you got a lot of big projects. I don't think they're bad projects, though, is the problem. Where's your Hut Cartel at? I would say Profundity, Jabba, Scythe, If it was a perfect world, it'd be Profundity Scythe, but it's going to take you a while to farm up the shards, so I'm going to say Profundity, Jabba, Scythe, Leia, then JMK. JMK is a great character, but you can use, and you'll fit in Rey whenever you finish the Rey stuff, and you'll finish the Scythe whenever you finish that stuff as well. So put it in kind of with the Scythe and the Rey. I put them in wherever you finish. So like if you finish Profundity, or even if you're getting close to Profundity and you finish the ships, go for Rey. Finish Rey, then finish the Profundity. But going in for Profundity and Scythe is going to be one of the two best things you could possibly do for your account, swinging high into Kyber. I say Jabba because you actually look like you're closer to Jabba than you are Leia, and it'll give you mod materials. What are you missing from him? Because you have the Bosch Leia, you have the Skiff Guard. Let's check Jabba's Rex. The Kersantin is an easy farm. You already have the Han Solo essentially done. Gamorrean Guard's really easy farm. Greedo's a really easy farm. Skiff Guard Lando you have done. What are you missing here? Leia's like 6 characters, yes, but they're all characters. Yes, they're all characters you need to farm. So here's the thing: stars for Leia, you're close on all of them. That's not what I was seeing. Let's go double check. But I was seeing a lot of like 4 stars and 5 stars, which is essentially halfway done. Yeah, 5-star, which is about halfway done. Drogon, so Drogon's 5 stars, and then where's... You have a 7-star Krex at least. Imperial Trooper, 5 stars, so about halfway done. And like Jabba gives the mod materials as well. Yeah, halfway done on Princess Nisa. So like overall the characters that you need to relic are lower, yes, but the amount of time you're going to take is much longer. And you got to remember, the way that I'm looking at this is you're trying to fit all of these farms in a row. And because you're trying to fit all these farms in a row, you need energy for the actual shards. And so right now you are farming ships, right? You're farming ships over here with the resistance. Those crystals get freed up and can go somewhere else, and the farms will get freed up and can go somewhere else. You know, your overall character shards need to be farmed. You have the Inquisitors that need to be finished farmed, because you can get a Scythe, and a Scythe is an instant fleet that's a meta killer fleet for all 3 meta fleets, which you cannot sleep on. So you want to get that Scythe up, and so that's going to require you shard farming a lot, which is going to take away from shard farming from other projects. And so Jabba, you're much closer on the stars, and so because of that you can shard farm them and finish Jabba. Jabba's a better galactic legend because you can do mod battles and it helps your guild out more, and so overall this is going to help you more than Leia would overall. Plus it's a defensive galactic legend. You also already have a really good offense on your galactic legend side, plus your Rey is going to fit with your commander Ahsoka Tano. It's the team that I'm building right now, so you don't necessarily need to go for JMK anytime soon, so I'd rather you be efficient. So trying to find the most efficient way to go through all of these, it's going to be going into Jabba. So I have all of the 7 stars and getting them this conquest. Now you're starting to get into the point where you have way too much that you are trying to get into all in a row. So if that is the case, if you're going to have them all 7 stars, that is great. So what I would suggest is do them first, because a lot of the shards and a lot of the farms that you're looking at are not ones where it's get the relic levels up. It's a lot of farms where you're like, I need the shards for this, I need the shards for this. Pay to win, Quan Cho, and Quadme, you already have the shards for, and so you can go for them freely. And so that is what I want you to focus on, and then move on into this order, because going for pay to win Quan Cho, it's not only going to give you a great team that's in the raid, a great team that's in GAC, but it will also not take away from your shard farming, so you can continue to work on it while you work on the shards for the other characters. Yes, exactly, Estefano. And as much as I hate to say it, push JMK down the road. I'm doing the same thing. I'll show you right now. JMK, I have General Kenobi at Relic 7. I have Negotiator done. Bo-Katan done. Mace Windu at Gear 12. Ayla Sakura at 7-star. Done. 7-star. 7-star. Relic 5 of 7. 7-star, or finished. 7-star. Relic 5 of 7. Gear 12. Like, I am right there on JMK. I could go for him. I have Cat at Relic 7 right now because I'm going for Ahsoka Tano. But And overall, what's going to benefit my roster most is staying in those rebels. So my order of operations is Profundity. It's then going to be Jabba, and then it's going to be Leia. Yes, technically Leia, I'm probably closer on relic levels, but I still have, you know, the Jabba that gives you those mod materials, and those mod materials cannot be slept on. So getting that Jabba is definitely high priority, especially when you're so close on shards. So I'd love to say go for JMK, but I'm going to say Cat works perfectly well with Padme as a JMK counter. Works perfectly well as a fifth to the Ahsoka or the Rey team, making an unaligned Force user Rey team that's absolutely busted, will not ever be killed by Starkiller, and has like a 30% win rate when it comes to JMK up against it. Like it's fantastic. So I would say that your Cat can sit there as long as you need to, and you know, go for that way. Yeah, yes, exactly. So Rey and Scythe kind of fit in there wherever. Quadme and Profundity are your first two farms. Rey and Scythe can be pushed out or push in, just depending on how fast you get the shards, and then Jabba's the next major farm, and so you just use Rey and Scythe as kind of in between farms. When you get Rey, Ben Solo follows. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Pay to win, Master Qui-Gon, Jabba have been best decisions this year. Yeah, I mean, you get so much out of those teams. Like, you getting Quadme and a team up is going to give you a whole bunch of stuff from the assault battle, and then on top of that, you're going to be able to, you know, push into Jabba getting mod materials. There's just so much value that you have coming in the next year, Estefano. Sorry, we went a little long on that, but it was a complex way of farming, and just so much on the table, my friend. I want to caution not to get too far ahead of you, because you have so many overall like shards that you need to farm. So what is a really good Rey arena team? I mean, just the basic Rey team. I don't know. That entirely depends on what you have in your roster. Like, this is the team that is my go-to Rey team right now, but as of this new Grand Arena, this is my new Rey team right here. And so this will be my full Rey team. It just kind of depends on what you have in your roster. Do you have Ben? Do you have, you know, Cal? You definitely probably have L3 lying around. So L3, JTR, Holdo, and BB-8, and then replace BB-8 with Ben eventually. It just kind of depends on what you have in your roster. To get all your GL counters. Go for it. Why not, Estefano? If you have the shards, go for it, because it'll give you the time to farm the shards for those other projects. Yes, my in need of erection tab. Roast. Okay, we will do dank ideals next, and then we'll go to A water. Dude, you are missing out on an entire extra 2 stacks because you didn't Relic 9 the most important character in the game. What are you doing, my dude? Relic 9 your Jar Jar. For a man of many peepees, you are missing the most important peepee, and that hurts my soul. You Relic 9'd Quadme before you Relic 9'd your wonderful, wonderful Jar Jar Binks. I've brought it up every time I've looked at your account, and you told me to roast you, so I'm gonna bring it up again. My dude, using a Maul for an unaligned Force user team instead of finishing Garsak and Imperial Super Commando when you already have the Django and the Canderous Relic hurts my soul. Please get yourself one of the best teams in the game. It is so good, and yet you sleep on it. Bro. You already invested a Zeta into Marin, and yet you haven't leveled it up? Come on, dude. Oh, no. Bro. I just relicked Ordo for you. Oh, bro. Relic your TIE Defender. You're sleeping on this fleet. Like, I'm sure you sit there and justify it to yourself and like, the fleet does enough as it is. And I'm like, dude, you have an Emperor's Shuttle that's 5-star. Where's your 7-star so that way you can survive in the Profundity battle? Where's your Relic TIE Defender so it can actually slap? Because that against a... that against the Leviathan is going to get absolutely clapped, like, every time. Where is it? Relic 3 BAM feels bad. Feels real bad, my friend. And this right here is definitely being slept on. No Fin Zeta and a Zori at, what is that, gear 11? Like, bro. You are killing me. You are killing me. You are sleeping on stuff in your roster. Ah, yes, everything is after Leia. Bro, oh, it hurts. It hurts. Trey, congratulations on getting your mug. Bam with no Zetas. Yep, ban with no Zetas at Relic 3 when you have the Executor. A Darth Revan's just sitting in the bottom of your roster at gear 8. Like, oh my gosh, dude. General Grievous with, you know, you have the Relic droids, but you have a General Grievous at gear 12. My dude. 3-star Dark Trooper. That's a choice. That's a choice. Okay. Oh no. You even have a Sith Empire Trooper at 7-star. Bro. Is that worth it for the GAC lock-in? Sergeant Cooker, abso-freaking-lutely. Absolute-freaking-lutely. For a guy who, last time I talked to him was like, I need more teams for defense, you're sleeping on an awful lot of teams. None of them are really great defense teams, but all of them are really great offense teams, which you can then shunt more of your offense you currently have to defense. You could hit the upgrade on Chi-Chi. Gosh. Anyways. Yeah, dude. You guys ready for some fighting words? And you Relic 7'd your... Dude, okay. Not even joking, though. Please tell me you haven't locked in yet. This is like the pride and joy of your roster, and you don't have mods on him, my dude. Like... Bro. Especially with Luthen coming, you're gonna sleep on your Bodhi Rook, my dude. I hope you're getting Luthen. I don't have it offhand right now. Create a squad. That's my suggestion, Sergeant Cooker, if you have L3 lying around. Which most Lightspeed Bundle players do, so. Has mods on Queen Padme? Dude, I really hope you get some mods locked in for both characters. Like, get yourself some good Queen Amidala mods, so that way you're not, you know, stealing from your Bodhi. Sweet, Sergeant Cooker. There you go. And then PB8 will be the first one you replace, and then Holdo will be the second one you replace. Whether you replace that with like Baby Cal or Ben, whatever it might be. Just replace it with better characters, essentially. Okay. Oh, next up on our list. We got A-Water. Is A-Water here currently? Do I have Seer Omi, so I have him there? He'll be fastest again, but I need crazy mods for Queenie. Is a water here? I summon a water. Well, I'm not seeing A-Water. Is Andrew Milton here? Is Mr. Milton back? Agent Milton? Okay. Getting them SLKR shots and HAI shots. You check Big's mods. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why am I checking Big's mods? Okay, Big's mods are the placeholder for SLKR. Got it. The speed on these two mods are fantastic for him. These two, offense is the right stat, and blue being 10 speed isn't awful. So not bad mods for these three. This one obviously needs work for shizzle. You know, you want at least over 10 speeds at the very bottom. Thoughts on ray gun? On ray gun? Like the ray gun from zombies? And then this one, crit chance is not very helpful, so you're going to want to find something with crit damage or offense for right here, and you're going to want more speed overall. But as a start, solid start. Yeah, like these two are fantastic. I would say, like especially this one, I would 6-dot this immediately. Both mods should be 6-dotted 100%, and then these ones, I'd keep working. If you could put all GLs in one team, which 5 would you have, and who would be the leader? Oh, the Australian breakdancer in the Olympics? I don't know. I haven't watched any of the Olympics. Dude, I've been so busy with this kind of stuff. I haven't had time for anything. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed with me going and pointing at people in someone's roster. I have a green screen behind me. You can actually see a little bit of its fuzziness right here because I haven't fixed it fully yet. Like, I've been setting up a green screen. I've been getting stuff done for the channel, recording videos, all kinds of stuff. So I haven't had time for the Olympics whatsoever. Anyways, I don't know what happened. RB's going ham. I'm trying. I'm trying to get everything set up. I'm sorry, Thor. I am so sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna cry from trying to hold those in. The Bodhi Rook was the last straw. You're banned. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, yes. I mean, here's the thing. You don't have any Galactic Legends for me to look at. Hold on. Galactic Legend. So you need a leadership ability that at least works with everyone. And so your options become very limited when it comes to that. And so SLKR or Ray would have to be one of the two leaders. Ray is probably going to be the best leader overall because all of her stuff is just light side synergy, essentially. Like, yes, sure, she's supposed to be resistance and all that in a bag of chips, but she's just light side synergy. And so Ray with JML, JMK, Leia, and then SLKR would be my go-to top team for the GLs because Ray's leadership and all of her synergy would still work on the other Galactic Legends, and then SLKR is just the best bang for buck plug and play Galactic Legend because he can ramp and do his own thing as much as he wants to, and so that would be the best 5-man team of Galactic Legends. I also don't go on social media too much, Tasty Teddy. I'd have to go and look it up. I don't know. If I recall correctly, I mean, Ray doesn't give any turn meter from her stuff. But if I recall correctly, almost none of them give turn meter to each other. I'm not going to go check, but I'm almost positive that almost none of them give turn meter to each other, whether or not the leadership ability. Okay, sorry. Getting back into Agent Melton's roster, interesting with the Relic 7 Hondo. Please relic your Wampa, dude. This is not a Gear 12 Wampa that should be here. I don't know where you're going with your roster right now. Is it first order? Hold on. You're working on SLKR, then Echelon, and then PP is Death Trooper, Night Trooper, Peridia. Oh gosh, yeah, Death Trooper, Peridia, Night Trooper, and Enoch. Give me an updated roast. Dude, you're pushing way too early into characters that don't make sense for your roster. That's your roast right there. Yeah, like, congratulations on joining one of the top 20 players. Everything Studios were on Andrew Melton. But yeah, like, dude, you are pushing for things that don't make sense in your roster, which you started that way. You started with a Hondo. You started with a farm that direction. Did you even, hold on. Like, you're not even taking advantage of the Hondo and finishing the Afra farm. You just have a Hondo. SLKR, Executor, Sith Eternal, JML. That's your farming path if you actually want to go efficiently. But like, dude, you're sleeping on a Wampa, you're sleeping on an Afra that you could be doing. And this is a great meme, though. This is a great meme, I gotta say. Ooh, okay, I gotta get a beverage in me because I am starting to yawn really bad, and we need to get through these as fast as we can. Try to get through as many of these as we can. I just got really good news. Okay, I'm really very excited. Best Omi 100%. Agreed. Yep. Do I have to submit any my review chants via Discord? Yes, Burrito Express. We go through right here and just go through the list. And so if you want to donate, you of course can jump the list. But for now, we're about to jump into S Sonic. And then this one and this one are both already done. And then, yeah, we'll just kind of keep going and keep working our way down. What's with the Omi on the Gungans? It's the worst Omi in the game. Widely considered the worst Omi in the game, and he applied it. Oh, you left? Okay, we'll do you next. Hold on, Sopar. We're gonna do a water because they're back. Okay. A-Water is free to play. Return to the game recently. You just want to know where to go from here. Also, just any comments about my roster in general would be nice. This is a roster. There's a comment for you, my friend. To be fair, Burrito Express, you can completely mute the Discord except for ats, and the way that we have our Discord set up is we don't do at everyone's whatsoever, because we don't like to do that and make everyone have to listen to us. And then right here in our Discord, you can sign up for new videos, stream notices, PP channel notifications, or roster review notifications, and otherwise you can completely mute the Discord and ignore it as much as you want, because we only do at everyone's at the start of GAC season, so that way everyone knows the signups are live, or if there's something vitally important that happens in the game or within the Beaver Dam in general. So overall, you're going to get almost no ats for everyone, and you can just get ats whenever you want to, essentially. So up to you, my friend, but we try our best to maintain a community where it won't bug you, but if you want to interact with it more, you can interact with it more. So I have 3 spare Omis just saved up. If I had extra saves, I'd 100% apply that Gungan Omi for the memes. Dude, someone paid me $69 to do it, and I gotta say, that's the best meme I've seen in a long time. Okay, A-Water, that's right. Here we are. So this is a roster. You want comments on your roster. I took a look at it briefly while you were gone, and honestly, I want you to finish your farms before moving on. You have a Darth Revan team sitting here ready to go, and I'd love to see that. I don't like the idea of a gas farm, even though it looks like it's a gas farm. I'm not a big fan of a gas farm starting out. Let's take a look at your Galactic Republic. You at least have a negotiator going. I hope you're getting that BTLB up. I don't like the idea of a gas farm, but you're this far along, you might as well finish. So gas is what I'd finish first. Can continue on your negotiator fleet and finish your negotiator fleet. Now, as for your overall farming path, I don't like the idea of going into Lord Vader or gas. You can if you want to. If that's a PP, I will suggest a farming path that involves Lord Vader. I've done it a couple times, and I do have a farming path for you if you so choose. Now, is that something that you want? No, the Galactic Challenge Omi is not half price. It is, the Raid Omi is half price, but the Galactic Challenge Omi is full price. So everything studios, are you wanting to go to the Lord Vader route? I will give you a Lord Vader farming guide. If not, then I will give you a farming guide that will fit better. It's going to take a little longer to start, but it won't take as long to finish. So you don't mind changing gears? So you decide to finish it now. Okay, so if you want to go on the full Lord Vader path, here's what I'm going to tell you. So, you, my friend, You don't mind changing. Okay. So you can go for gas if you want to. Gas is going to be a great addition to this roster. You already have the Relic Rex, the Relic 5s. You have the Relic Shock T. So technically you can abandon it entirely and you can just use that as a Shock T team. So it is up to you. I'm going to leave the gas up to you. Regardless of whether you go for gas next or you move on to your next farm, you're going to start building into the Rebel Trinity. It is the best place to start for any new roster. And so you have some great teams in here to build while you're working on shards. So you need to find yourself a good solid guild that's doing the Wat Tambor, so you know, dark side Geo kind of thing, and then they're also doing light side Hoth because you want to be able to get Rolo if you don't already have her. That's kind of the barrier to entry when it comes to rebels is Rolo. So right here you have 5 of 7 stars, which is great. So you're going to want to keep working on that and get that Rolo team up. So you're going to start working your way into Jabba, and that would be the direction I would go. So you go Jabba as your first GL. That'll complement your Jedi Knight Revan because you'll get a Jedi Knight Luke with it, which is a fantastic team. You're going to have a Sith Empire team here. You have a Traya to work on. So you have some stuff already in your roster to work on overall while you farm the shards to get to Jabba. So it's not going to feel like you're stuck in a standstill. Some of those shards also should include the Negotiator fleet. You've put this much into it. Anakin and Ahsoka are the main engine of that fleet. And so if you get a BTLB and you get, I don't even care if it's a Gear 7 Plo Koon with his ship, you immediately have a Negotiator fleet fully done. And so you can utilize that fleet that you have in there. And so then I would go Jabba into Executor as your first 2 farms and kind of follow, if you go and look Arnold's free-to-play guide right now, what his one for this year is, that would be what I would follow. So go take a look at that is my overall plan. Now, if you want to continue the gas farm is rough because A, gas requires some really good mods. B, Lord Vader requires some really high relics. But if you want to go that way, it'd be Lord Vader, Sith Eternal, Executor. Either way, you're going to hit Executor, but one way is more efficient and is going to help out your roster more. So hopefully that helps, my friend. Hey, Caleb, welcome. But you have a lot here of like solidly started teams, and I want you to take advantage of those. And luckily, one of the solidly started teams that you have the Commander Luke Skywalker, you have the Han Solo. Like, all you need is 3POC and Chewie, and wherever, I don't even know if you've unlocked Chewbacca, but Chewbacca. And then Chewbacca's unlock is going to get you towards the Executor because you need bounty hunters. And so it works together. S Sonic, are you still here, my friend? Sopar Tampus. Okay, I've got time for 3 more. We're gonna say 4 more because the next one I'm gonna speed run. So far. Shot up to 63 viewers. Very nice. Only 6 more and we hit 69. Okay, here's your timer. Farm Gung. No, that's one below. Hold on, not Gungans. I'd like your perspective about my account. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's a mess, but I'm working on ironing it out. Open suggestions. I'm working on Quadme, 30 shards left. Star Killer, Leviathan, Fury has 15 shards left. I'd like to get my Negotiator fleet up and running. You are aware that the Leviathan is not good till it's 7 stars, right? So here's my question. Are you spending money so far? You do spend money. Okay. You're getting very off topic, my friend. You are getting very off topic. You are bouncing around way too much. So you're spending money, which is good and all. That means that you might be willing to spend the money. So if you're getting your Leviathan, you have to get it to 7-star. And so I'm not going to stop you from the 7-star Leviathan. You're pushing rather hard, but also hold on. Okay, you do have the Malgus. You just don't have it leveled up. Okay. After you finish your Leviathan, you are freezing all projects, period. Can you give us the new green screen tour? It's a screen that is green. Hello there. This is the main problem. Your JMK has a cat, but he's only Relic 3, and Galactic Legends get stronger and beefier for each Relic level on them. Not only to the normal degree, but additionally because of the GL Zeta. And then, you know, you got this guy right here. He's not doing so hot. He needs to be fixed. There's your little tour of my green screen. Come on, let me do it back. Here, I can just do it like this. Boop, boop. Okay, I'm back. How many rosters have you done? Because there's 21 on the list. I don't know. I don't keep track of the number, but I can check. So the problem that I'm seeing is you're ready to go for Ray, you're ready to go for First Order, and instead you went for your Leviathan. You're looking at going for Quadmate, but you have a JMK at Relic 3 of 7. GLs are always you Relic 7 them, period. It's just otherwise you're losing out on a lot of their viability. You have a ton in your roster sitting here ready to go and ready to do things, and yet you're kind of just sleeping on them. And so that's kind of the main problem that I'm seeing in this roster, and I want you to take a break and finish these farms. The next 3 things in your roster should be obviously Leviathan, but then at that point I want to see an SLKR and I want to see a Ray. They're going to be the best things that help you. Saving his ult for Ray. Yes. But to do that, you need a Relic SLKR so you can start working on the ultimate for him. Because otherwise you won't get the ultimate mats you need for Ray. Yes, Sergeant Cooker, you have to switch out your echelon for the First Order Special Forces pilot, and then you go all in on IG first, if I recall correctly. I'd have to look up the counter exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Yeah, if I recall correctly, it's just you focus down, kind of like the triple attacker lineup. But yeah, so overall, dude, you need to take a break from your new farms, Quadmate, Beaver in the Dust, and finish some of these stuff that you already have in your roster. It's not so much a thing of farming the new thing and fixing your roster that way. It's ironing it. You don't need to get new pants. You need to iron the pants that are currently in front of you and wear them to church and look your best. So I want you to look your best and iron those pants. Get your Malgus up. Get your Ray done. Get yourself a Finn Zori team going. Get yourself an SLKR going. All that type of stuff. That is what I want you to work on next. Not hunted on IG's ship, because if you hunt on IG's ship, then you get stuck behind Bosk. Unless you're talking about the triple attacker lineup. Are you referring to is it IG as triple attacker, or are you talking about IG instead of Xanadu's blood? Yeah, okay. Sergeant Cooker, yes. So he's referring to the triple attacker lineup. When it comes to the lineup you're looking at, you want to hunt the Houndstooth and then go all in on the IG. Yeah. Yep. Bovo. Yep. Okay. That's where the confusion was. But yes, overall, that's what I want to see in this roster, because you've got a lot of just random stuff sitting in here. You know, we've got some, you know, stuff just raring to go. Oh, where is he? And I'm going to say no to Starkiller, dude. You don't currently have Starkiller. How's your Scoundrels look? Yeah, I mean, we have a saying here in the Beaver Dam, there's nothing wrong with a little pee-pee, but it's starting to show that you can't control your pee-pee, my friend. Your passion projects are getting ahead of you. You're getting to the point where you're just going for new thing after new thing because it's like, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. When you have so much in your roster to finish. I'd love to see a Starkiller in your roster, but you haven't finished any of your other farms. This looks like it might be for your guild, or it was a strong PP, but like, you have a lot here that needs to be finished. So that would be what I want you to do first. Like, you don't have a bad roster by any means. It's just you're sleeping a lot of your farms that you need to finish. You need to comb this with a fork, dude. Fork. You go through your factions, you're over-invested, under-invested, you're recently acquired in your killer characters. You have stuff like Savage done, which is good because he's a killer character. But then you look at your factions, your first order is definitely not done. You're, you know, you have these people just kind of sitting around instead of being done. You got a Wampa sitting here at 7 stars. You have a Dark Trooper not relicked up, but you have the Zeta on him. You're over-invested, under-invested him. And on top of that, you have all the other Zetas on your Imperial Troopers. You have a Malgus sitting here, but the rest of the faction's leveled up. So you have a ton to work on overall. I'd take a break from the big farms and finish what you have in your roster now. Okay, Nice Live is asleep at the moment, but he asked me to go through it, so I'm going to do a quick one. I farmed Gungans and got Jar Jar days ago. What a dumb event. It's actually really easy, guys. The Jar Jar event is so much easier than everyone's making it out to be, and it's because A, you don't understand how Gungan's kit works, and B, every single streamer was like, you need God mods to do this. You don't actually need God mods. It's actually, I did it with 260 speed on all of my Gungans, easy. Like, it's not hard, and I will put out a guide. Like, literally, you can first try every single tier, and it's super easy. I just did not have time over the last week to make a guide except for the last day, and the last day I was like, there's no point to posting this. I'd rather take my time, make it a really good guide, and put it out. But anyways. Dude, the C tier 1 before they fixed the Zeta thing was, that was awful. 260 speed is God mods for me. Most people who are going for Jar Jar, 260 speed is fairly average. Yes, when it was bugged that first day, Dark Stanley, yeah, it didn't work at all. Like, there was no way to actually do it except rolling the RNG over and over again until you get perfect RNG, and it was awful. But after the first day, it's super easy. But yeah, overall, don't ignore the missing mods on important ones. This is because of the Jar Jar event. Okay, so you remodded for the Jar Jar event. Love the Relic 9 Jar Jar, I gotta say. Hopefully, dude, I hope you get your mods fixed by tomorrow, because the lock-in's now. Okay, you didn't really give me much besides what should I work on next, so let me just take a look at kind of what you have lying around. The first thing I do is I would work on your mods heavily on the Gungans, because you want that boss Nass over 300 speed, and so that would probably be like the big first thing I would do is I'd work on your Gungans now that you have them, and make sure you have them nice and well modded. Yeah, God mods and good RNG, exactly. You mean really find GL tiers, but then I found out not all are like that. Gas event took years off my life. Yep. Yep. Yeah, the rest of the event it's pretty dang easy. Everyone had problems with tier 3 when it first came out, but after you get down the strat for tier 3, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's just rolling the RNG once or twice. Like, I've done it 4 out of 5 times when I was testing. Anyways. Okay, so you have Bo-Katan Mandalore. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 GLs. 8 GLs. Anyone? No? Okay. That's not what I meant to click. Honestly, at this point, I would relic your Sun Fac, up your relic levels on your Executor fleet, get at least relic 7 on IG 2000. In general, I'd like to see a relic 8, but at least relic 7 on both of these guys. Get your Geos relics so that way you can lock down your fleets entirely. And then besides that, you're kind of at a point where you can go for whatever. So I honestly would probably go for, well, just whatever the PP. Like getting the Stap up that has 1 Zeta wouldn't be a bad thing to throw into your roster by any means. Stap is doing really well right now. Finishing your Night Sisters would also be a good option. But overall, maybe just going for the new content tryout, going for Ahsoka Tano. It'll take you a while to get there, but going for it I don't think is going to be necessarily a bad thing. So honestly, follow where your PP takes you, but up your relic levels on your overall fleets is kind of like what I'm seeing as like the one thing that I'm like, okay, at an account this large, you kind of need to do that. So just hit 5,000 crystals. Congratulations, Burrito Express. That's awesome. Phoenix, you use some gear. Yeah, I mean, Phoenix isn't like, they're not an insane team, but they're a good team. So like this wouldn't be a bad thing to finish 100%. Like if you were looking for 2 teams to build, I would probably say Phoenix and Night Sisters are the 2 that I instantly see that I'm like, and it looks like you could use some work there. Additionally, the Mandalorians are another one that you could definitely finish up. They're just, I don't know. Lord Vader is falling more and more out of the meta, and I think we should be using Maul separately. But then again, I don't think it's vitally important that we do so until we get an upgrade to the amount of teams that we have in Grand Arena. I think we're kind of in an iffy spot in the game currently. So, Master Qui-Gon, does he not have Master Qui-Gon? We can check real quick. If he doesn't have Master Qui-Gon, that'd be like my next project by far. Yeah, right there. Okay, there you go. There's your next major project. Screw everything I just said. Get your Master Qui-Gon and get your pay to win up to Relic 9. With an account like this where you're trying to keep up with the meta and everything, you're going to need it. So do that and then circle back around, do the ships, do those 2 teams, and then follow the new content. But first things first, Relic 9, your pay to win, and your Master Qui-Gon. Thank you for catching that, Dark Stanley. Just use Mandalorians with Lord Vader to trigger the frenzy. Okay. Momi, are you here? The problem with that Burrito Express is doesn't frenzy go away after you use it once? I can't remember. It should stay for 2 turns, right? So I guess Lord Vader would pass the turn over, and then, yeah. Honestly, I would be so down to go testing with that Burrito Express. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. That'd be really stupid, and I'd love it. And so you replace Django with it, and that would still cause you to be able to pull off the JMK counter because they can't insta-kill him. No, it would be the Mandalorians. So no, it would cause it to fall apart because it's only Mandalorians that gain the taunt, if I recall correctly. So, dang. So you probably couldn't do the JMK counter, but you can do every other counter. Okay, sounds like Momi's not here. Okay, and Darth Ewok the Unwise. Here's Jay. Padme, Quadme, Gas. Oh, okay. Sounds like a wild team. No, nothing? Oh, there's Jay. Okay. This is going to be the last one for today because I do got to get going. I still got to make myself dinner, work with someone on something for tomorrow, as well as I need to go take some time for myself because there's a pool at this apartment and I haven't had time to do anything with it since. And so, yeah, I'm going to go swimming tonight and I'm very excited. Jay. Working on profundity, then rounding up teams, all bundles except gas purchased. Okay, let me make sure I'm on your account. Okay, sweet. Yep, perfect. You're going for profundity and then rounding up teams. Okay. Can give more context working on front because there's a Relic 9 Piet in my fleet arena. I'm not enjoying RNG to get first at payout. And are you using the Old Republic strat, Jay? Are you using oh, what is it called? The Ebon Hawk. Yeah, you have a great day, Thor. Congratulations on the membership. Live stream the swimming. Hot tub stream, anyone? Burrito Express. Ebony Wong. Jay, are you using the Ebon Hawk strat? Still lose Razor sometimes. That sounds less of a problem of the high Relic 9 and more of the problem of your Razor Crest. Hold on, let's take a look. I mean, your Razor Crest is Relic 5. It should survive. I mean, you don't have the 6-stop mods. I mean, if you bring up your Razor Crest to Relic 7, it'll do the same thing instead of getting a whole new ship. But then again, I mean, I'm not going to deny you a hot tub with the Jar Jar mask. I literally would die. I'm not going to deny you a profundity because profundity is amazing. Like, it really is. Here's the thing, though. Tried to keep Xanadu first, then Razor. Yeah, I mean that technically is the better turn order, but like you can still pull it off without that. Especially because you're not ever going first, and so it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, here's the thing, my dude. here's the thing, my dude. If you're gonna go for profundity, you're gonna go for Jedi Master Luke, and then you're gonna finish teams. Old Ben, you have at Relic 3 of 5. Jedi Training Array, you have done. C3PO, you have 3 of 5. Mon Mothma, you'll have at Relic 5. 3PO and Chewie, I don't know. We're gonna say Gear 12, just because I didn't look at your roster. Jedi Knight Luke, you already have done. R2D2, you might have to relic him. Han Solo, 3 of 6. Chewbacca, 3 of 6. Rebel Y-Wing, done. Leia, 3 of 3. Hermit Yoda, 3 of 5. Wedge Antilles, 3 of 3. Biggs Darklighter, 3 of 3. Lando, 3 of 5. Like, you are there. You are at Jedi Master Luke. So why not have another GL into your roster? That's kind of what I'm looking at here, is like, it feels like you'll be sleeping on a very, very easy to get character if you don't just hit JML while you're there. Like, let's check your rebels right now. Yeah, your R2's Relic 5 of 7. Your 3PO and Chewie's done. Mothma, a few levels for Jedi Master Luke. Okay, perfect. Yes. Profundity, JML, sounds great. After that, then you can finish teams, and I think that'll be a great idea. Sounds good, Agent Milton. You have a great day. That's just, it's just what makes sense for a roster like this. And then from there, I would, you know, work on teams if you so choose. I don't know what you're working on specifically, but we can check the big ones that people sleep on, and obviously that's one of them right there. And then here's another one right here, and there's another one right there. So yeah, 100%. Finish some teams after you finish JML and call it a day. And then from there you can work on Jabba into Leia, and you're gonna have a good time, dude. You're on your way to doing great things. As soon as you get an interceptor, make sure you relic this TDC, which you should be getting interceptor shards. And even if you aren't, once you get JML, you'll get them even pre-ultimate. So do what you want, Ash. You don't, like, he doesn't do any work in the raid or in the event. You don't need him to survive at all. So only shards you can't get is Malgus. Well, good for you. JML will do the trick. I used literally JML with Jedi Knight Revan. Let's see, it was Jedi Knight Luke lead with Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Revan. Who's the other two Jedi? I think I used Jedi Knight Anakin and Hermit Yoda, and that was the lineup that I used, and I got Malgus shards. That was with my buddy's account. Like, you can have zero problems getting through that with the Jedi Knight Luke lead. So yeah, Malgus is the one that's like problematic no matter what, but you'll have zero problems on Malgus with that team. And that's like without Malik or anything else. Like, yeah, you could throw Malik in there and make it so it's like a 100% win rate, but like, I was just trying with Jedi that I had on hand just to try things, and it worked out great. So you're gonna have a great way of doing the Malgus Proving Grounds. You have the TIE Interceptor coming, and so make sure you have Iden Versio stacked into that list of finish after Jedi Master Luke. Overall, I think that your plan is solid. I don't see any problems with it whatsoever. I think it's very logical. I love the Piet mods. I definitely think that Relic 5 Dark Trooper needs to come sooner rather than later with those mods. Bosk, Grief Karga, there's a little bit of a space between them. I'd like to see you get your Grief Karga within 10 speed of the Bosk. Let's see if you've already done it. No, yeah. So I want to see like an extra 20 speed on Grief Karga. You want these guys to take a turn right after each other to get that going. Going for Jabba is also going to get you an Aurra Sing to go with them, which is going to work really well because you're going to have a disgusting bounty hunter team lying around. And then if you run into Lord Vader's, you will also have the Fennec counter as you go into Jabba. Overall, I would like to see Resistance Hero Finn faster up here in this upper echelon. I love seeing the First Order officer faster than Hux. Make sure he's, I believe it's, yeah, it's 10% faster than Hux is what you're looking for. That's kind of the order of operations with that one. It looks like you have a pretty good idea who should be fast in your roster. I'd like to see Han Solo up here, though. Han Solo's down here. I want him to see him up here. Han Solo should be your fastest unit on the CLS team. I'd also like to see your Hermit Yoda much faster. Now that you're getting into the Jedi faction more, you're going to need that fast Hermit Yoda. Additionally, your Star Killer's looking a little slow. You want him to come in there with that Force Repulse when you're going up against Rey. So this should be a Omicron you consider, and you might want to consider getting his speed up a bit. But overall, doesn't look like you have a bad mod fall off, which is great, and it looks like you have a pretty good idea who should be fast. And so overall, looking like a solid account, my friend. Keep it going, get Profundity, get JML, then just finish some farms, and then head into the rest of the rebels. Jabba, then Leia. Let's see, is there anyone streaming right now? I don't see anyone streaming right now, which is unfortunate because I wanna raid someone. Yeah, there's no one streaming right now. Dang. Is there anyone streaming on Twitch at least? Because I gotta get going. Let's see. Have a great night, Jay. Oh. No freaking way. Is that why I have so many viewers right now? Are you guys just here because I'm the only one streaming? Is that it? It feels bad. It feels bad that I'm the last hope for you guys. Hey, this guy's streaming. Sweet, sweet. Okay, there's one guy streaming. Don't lie to me, Lumar. I know you guys are just here because you want to watch Galaxy Heroes content, and I'm the only one here. I'm sorry that I'm not good enough for you, okay? Anyways, looks like I found one on Twitch at least, so we will be keeping the party going over on Twitch. So go say hello to Swampgrass420. Quite the name. Oh, go give him a Beaver Dam welcome, guys. I'm gonna send you guys over. And then for those of you on YouTube, unfortunately, no one is streaming on YouTube right now, which is sad. But regardless, we are going to...
There's a few ways.
Oh, that's loud.
To play it, but that's what I always do, and then from that point you can press...
I didn't know where the music was coming from. Jeez. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Big thank you to those who contributed today. It's over here now. Sorry, I forget. I shifted how my camera works, and so it's really throwing me off right now because it's shifted back. But big thanks to those who contribute to the Beaver Dam. You guys are awesome. I love each and every one of you. You guys are helping us out over here because currently I actually don't have a job here in the new state that I'm in. And so I'm just living off of YouTube while I finish an online IT certification. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Big thanks to Snack Attack, our damn sugar daddy, and the damn best, Joe Correa and Yoder. Both of you are amazing. Big thanks to the damn elite. You guys are being here each and every month. Keeps me going. You guys are awesome. I love doing the member stuff. We're hopefully going to have some more members things happening very soon, so keep an eye out. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. It's always great to have you guys here in the Beaver